Hey, everybody, welcome to the AAA Meeting, number 6, that qualifies as an actual physical anomaly because our 90-minute show somehow, once watching, turns into 2 to 3 hours. It's weird. No one understands it. We're submitting it to a university for study. And joining me, as always, Drunkle.
Fuck me. Sorry.
Little abrupt.
No, because the fucking Drunkle, the stream started on my end and it was just a gun being cocked. And I'm like, oh God, what?
It's because you didn't do what you were supposed to do.
Fuck off, man. I'm going to start holding your package hostage.
Ooh, sounds kinky.
It does, doesn't it? I didn't realize it until I said it.
So how are you?
A little perplexed today.
Because.
Little perplexed. I went to Tesco, right? The supermarket Tesco. And fucking everyone, it's mandatory. It says, you know, the Tesco have got like over the intercom system every now and again. It goes, hey, just a reminder, masks are mandatory. Got to be covering your whole face.
Sure.
Otherwise, you won't be allowed in, right? And I go, okay, yeah, fine. And the staff are wearing masks, customers are wearing masks, right? And I'm there, and a security guard not wearing a goddamn mask, right? Now, obviously, I ain't no snitch. But I was wondering about it. So as I was paying for my beer, because, you know, well, like, you got to be 18 to drink here. So when you buy beer, they get the 17-year-old that works there to come over and verify that you are old enough to drink.
Sure.
And I went to him, right, I thought masks were mandatory. How come this prick ain't got to wear one? And he went, oh, the security guard, you see that thing around his neck? Means he's exempt because he's got asthma. And that confused me even more. Your security guard is asthmatic. How the fuck?
He ain't chasing no one, catching up with him. Yeah, that's right.
No.
I just bought my beer and fucked off. I'm like, do you know what? It's too late in the day for this bullshit.
That's fair. Probably the right move.
Right.
That's. I mean, what does every shoplifter or armed robber love when they walk in and see that tag around someone's neck? Asthmatic. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm definitely robbing this place.
Well, I'll just write shit at my job across his top, you know?
Right?
Unusually stupid and slow. It's a tag. And sitting at the far end of the couch, of course, is none other than Sinatra.
Yo.
Did you spot any woefully incompetent people at their jobs today?
Everywhere I went.
I was mid-question. I thought, he's going to say yes.
Yeah, I'm looking at Drunkle right now. He's on the other side of the couch. And
I can't hear him talk because this wig is covering my ears.
I went to Target today and everybody there. So, yeah, there you go.
That's a good answer. Yeah.
Well, yeah, speaking of the wig,
everybody at Target.
Chat was asking where your powder wig was at. So, you know, come on. I had to do it. It was just...
Is it powder that just looks like a wig? I'm not feeling the powder. Not itchy enough.
It's intended to be powdered. It's not overdone. Like if you shake your head, you're not gonna get a cloud around you or nothing. It's just enough to make sure that the mites stay out of it. No rotting occurs in the summer.
So
I clean the room.
I have good news, fellas.
All right.
Yeah.
I got SoundPad working.
Oh God. Sinatra, so you are once again responsible for pointing out Drunkle's car crashes.
That means we can get horse cocks going.
Oh, I do like the sound of that.
Now, normally it would be 50, 50, and 50. Or 50 to the host, 50 to somebody else. But we got to do 53 times because this is a special one.
Speaking of donations, thank you very much, Lamented Guide, for the $1. The animal crime wave is a bit too convenient. Wait a minute. That was a previous one. I've been drinking.
Damn it.
Leave it alone, Drunkle. It's fine. Lamented Guy, thank you for the $1. Ayo, Polly, hope all y'all are well. What's on the menu tonight? What's on the menu tonight? Well, that's a great question to ask right off the top of the show. We got licking monkey butts. We got prehistoric creatures.
Wait, what?
Yes. We have a game that everybody enjoys. We've got stories of meth addicts with strange things on their person, in their person as well. Just a plethora of stories.
The meth head, nature's pocket.
I have taken a cue from you, Drunkle, and a number of our stories are basically for the headline alone because When you don't need to read
Yeah.
further, why do it?
That's how we roll, man. That's how the rest of the world rolls as well, which is why I think like everyone's so angry now. They just they read headlines and they don't actually read the article, and so headlines are having to get more and more extreme, which is why people are holding more and more extreme views.
Right. Wait, hold on. Really?
Yeah.
You don't think it's people's implicit trust in a media that's basically there to sensationalize and produce clicks is the problem?
That's what I'm saying. Like, in order
okay.
to get those, because people don't read anything beyond the headlines have to get more and more sensational.
Right. Yeah.
Which in turn has started to perpetuate people holding even more extreme views. It's a vicious cycle,
Yeah.
and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Well, I'm glad to monetize it. I definitely don't want to be a part of it. I'm always going to beat that drum and news entertainers suck because, hey, you can go ahead and be as sensationalistic as you want and be BuzzFeed, and everyone will laugh at you for being BuzzFeed and laugh at the crap you produce. But when you're CNN and MSNBC and CBS News and you try and be reputable and you're totally not, well, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I appreciate your input
I'm agreeing
on that,
with you.
Sinatra. That was great.
Letting you guys work it out. It's fine.
He brings the sound pad and nothing else.
Hey there, Viper Sword. How you doing? It's so weird to see over 100 people on Polly's stream. It's so good, just weird. Well, I'm hoping the lines hold out. I know what you mean. It's a little strange.
Yeah.
That's why my first stream was called "Who Are You People?" It was.
Yeah. Who are you? What are you doing in my house?
Exactly.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, and I was told that I've been fucking up the stream titles. Apparently, it's supposed to be the titular article. Now, the person who makes the biggest to-do about that, of course, is Drunkle, and to his credit. Because
but I did the biggest to-do. I just said, hey, mate, FYI.
No.
That was it.
No, you're being
want a to-do? We'll do a to-do.
You're being defensive. I was saying you make the
I'll do a to-do right now. I'm being offensive now. I'm changing it up.
I meant on your show as
she doth protest too much.
I meant on your show as a
Doesn't
shtick.
she?
As a shtick. It was a compliment to your comedic abilities. It was like, and on
You're
our
being
titular...
sarcastic.
No, not at all, because you go, and in our titular article, and you mention you do it in that very stentorian comedic voice, and it's fun, and every laughs are had by all.
I did not say stentorian. I've never once said stentorian.
No, I said stentorian as a descriptor.
Well, stop it.
Yeah. No words Drunkle doesn't understand.
All right, thank you.
Well, that's
It's an
supercilious of you. All right, let's...
Yeah, super silly.
Is he calling me silly? He did, didn't he?
Jackasses all around. I've had the worst day. You have no understanding. Busy all day. I did
It's
think
about
I
to
was...
get worse.
I did think I was going to make it. I'm going to go on the show. I'm going to talk some shit. It's going to be a fun time. We're going to read some shitty stories. It'll be great. Hang out with chat. They're always fun. And then Drunkle showed up.
Yeah, well, yeah. On time, dare I say.
He does tend to show up.
Yeah.
I do, don't I? I do. When I feel like it. Which is all the time.
So beyond that and beside that, how was you guys yesterday's?
Oh, did a wonderful Tucker Tuesday. Everybody showed up. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't get home till way after that. So I didn't get to watch it at all because, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take him down.
Yeah. Which kind of
I
sucks.
got fucked on that once.
Yeah,
but...
no, I get it, but I didn't get home till way after that. So unfortunately, no Tucker for Polly. So why was it fantastic? Go on.
Oh, just good show. Really good show. The first video took about 45 minutes because I just kept blabbering.
It was a series of nonstop incoming Streamlabs that made it that long. Don't lie. It's fine.
No. It was just, well, there were some of those, but I just yammered over like the first 45 minutes of a video. I'm like, okay, we got to watch this.
So
it was supercilious.
When was Polydub insane enough to give me a wrench? At the 50th or 60th smartass comment you had made in my direction that was actually earned? Sometime around then.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Drunkle. The Echo.
What? Hey, what?
The Echo.
Why do I always get blamed for the echo? I'm wearing over-ear headphones.
And your microphone is just that sensitive, it's picking it up.
Oh, fuck you.
I am drunk. So drunk, I cannot get up.
Thank you, Point Curation, for the $2. Check out my newly relaunched Chris Starter. He's got a Chris starter, everyone. Newly relaunched Kickstarter. Once again, Point Curation, I believe you've got a wrench. Feel free to drop it in chat. And everyone, yeah, check out longtime viewer Point Curation's Kickstarter. I went and looked at it myself. Sounds like quality.
We shilled that out last night as well.
Yeah, various abstract paintings. So by all means, throw it in chat. And thank you, Evolved Potato, for putting our links up. You do good work, sir. Very good work.
Indeed, he does. Guys, let's get that horse cock going. We got a Viper out in the audience. You know she wants it. Let's do it for her, not for us.
So bad.
This is for Viper, guys. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, everything we do is for Viper, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so that just showed up fucked up.
Yeah, well, Mark Smart, you're not wrong, but they have to be 50 smart, good comments. See, BG's clever. He says it in a way where I feel offended, but I still laugh.
That's the best way to do it.
Well, yeah, go fuck yourself, you suck. I mean, who laughs at that? It's happened.
You just laughed at that.
You are currently doing it.
I am laughing at the ridiculousness.
Fucking self-awareness, Polly.
Well, you caught the point. You can't make a joke out of someone laughing at stupidity. Moving on.
Why?
So where do we want to start?
Why not?
Because it doesn't make any sense.
I am so drunk. I cannot get up.
Thank you, Advent Officer, for the $2. Wow. Hello, Advent Officer here. Turn over the xenophobic Welshman right now. He knows what he's done. I'm not even going to try and read those first two words. I'm assuming they're Welsh. They come out as blah, 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 exclamation mark, blah, 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 blah.
And Point Curation just threw $2 to streamlabs.com/drunkenuncle, saying, look at these paintings, if you please. https://www.kickstarter.com/projects/various-abstract-paintings/reward. Various.
Point Curation for $2. Weed dollars. I don't smoke weed, but I'll take that too. Thank you, Point Curation.
So, Drunkle, I'm curious. Are you a fast enough typist to type out as fast as you were talking right there?
I was talking? Probably not.
No. I didn't think
I'm
so.
still on the .com part of it.
Yeah, let me read out that .com, xxby3 / what, really? Who's typing that fast, man?
I mean, look, I can talk fast, but I can't type fast because I ain't got any hands. I'm using my butt cheeks.
Right.
To type. I can only do it like one key per time. And I got to turn around, make sure I got it right.
Well, who's in the mood for some news? Anyone?
Who? Are you an owl?
We're starting a little bit early, aren't we?
Well, we can continue to talk. Tell me, Sinatra.
Yeah, we should.
Actually,
what are your thoughts on daylight savings time?
Was.
Is it the controversy it's been made out to be?
Was.
That's just really mean, Sinatra.
Well, yeah, I mean, it'd be a lot less mean if you shipped out my package.
Well, then the more mean you are, the longer it's going to take.
Well, I gotta agree with Sinatra on this one. I mean, I asked him about how his yesterday went, but I didn't ask you. Did you notice that?
I did. Yeah, I actually just said that's what happened. Did you notice that?
No. I was leaning over to pick up my drink. I'd set it down on the floor beside the desk.
Priorities. I can't blame you for that.
Okay, so how was your yesterday?
What was that? I was picking up a drink.
That's all you did was pick up drinks?
Well, yesterday, today, day before. Yeah, it was all right. We did the old an XCOM stream over on twitch.tv/drunkleplays before leading up to Tucker Tuesday. Bled over slightly because there was one final mission which took a bit too long. Now, I like to name the characters in my army after the people who donated to the stream. So, people are just like, come on, Viper Sword. And there was a lot of love for Viper Sword up until she died the second time. And then up came a mission going, if you complete this, then, fuck it.
Hold up. I want to be strong, like bitch that fight bears in the forest. Nice, Gamer Valine. Thank you.
Beers.
The ratio is abysmal. Fix it. Got 150 watching and 59 likes. That is abysmal. Back in the gym to be strong like a bitch that shoulders a Barrett while riding a bear into battle. That's my kind of girl, Gamer Valine. Thank you.
I'll roll the R. Beers.
Bears.
Beers.
No,
That's
it's hard
pretty
to-
good. Yeah.
Bears. Yeah.
Beers. Yeah, practice it. Practice it.
Yeah,
And you tell him Steve Dave threw $1, saying it would be a lot less mean if you would pay the man the $1,000 you owe him, including the $1 I paid you. That's $1,001 you owe Sinatra. It would be if you've had a civil war since we made that bet. And you haven't. Oh, you haven't. So that bet is actually looking better in my favor than it is Sinatra. Sinatra, give me my fucking grand.
I think that Polly stream died.
What?
There's F's in the chat. Polly died. F. Polly. Oh, Polly's muted. No sound on your slaps. Oh, no. Yeah, no. Polly does not have that yet.
Oh, I see what
Bears.
you're saying. Yeah. It's like, no, everything
Bears.
seems to be running. What are you talking about? Yeah. We had a difficulty with that before we fucking started. Their Streamlabs aren't coming through, and I cannot figure out why, to the point where I'm thinking about just reinstalling OBS, which is going to be a bitch because I'm going to have to reconstitute all the scenes, but whatever it takes, man.
No, you can save the scenes.
Yeah, I tried exporting the scenes before to do that, to transfer them over to another computer, and yeah, okay, it saved the scene names. Any of the content thereof, no dice, which sucks. So either I did something wrong or it's not what it's cracked up to be.
Beers.
Is it user error or just the one computer cannot do it?
Well,
Computer.
Let me ask you something, Sinatra. How did exporting your OBS scenes go? Did it go well? Did you do it, or did you have to reconstitute them yourself? You had to reconstitute them
I
yourself.
did not
bother.
I did not export them. I thought the files would have just saved onto my hard drive that I kept.
Why didn't you even bother to try?
Because I forgot.
It's Sinatra.
All that work you had put in organizing your OBS scenes for Tucker, for everything, nothing? You just said, let's start over.
Yeah, I mean, what else am I going to do? Bitch about it and not have a solution? Of course. It's like, okay, it's not going to work. Just start over.
Yeah, fair enough. But is that not what I'm doing right now? It's like, hey, fuck, we got to get those Streamlabs working. So if I have to uninstall and reconstitute the scenes, and so be it.
Yeah, no, you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't shitting on you.
No,
I was just saying, I think the more likely answer is just you didn't do it right. Not that it doesn't work for everybody except you.
Yeah. It's I'm willing to bet that it's user error in some kind of way. I'm just not using the export function correctly, but I don't
think you have to accept it. I think you just have to realize it.
I'm failing to understand the distinction.
That was needlessly harsh, and I love it.
Oh, you're next, Drunkle. Don't you worry.
I have been for the last 4 years.
You know what? It'll go a lot
used to
easier
it.
if you
Bring
ship
it
out
on.
my toys.
Bring it on.
There's only so much.
Ship out my
There's only so
toys.
much criticism I'm taking from Sinatra with his wonderful delivering performance underneath his desk, talking through a long, empty, cavernous, hollow tube for half of Monday's stream.
Hey, but I showed up.
And don't we all?
On time.
So it doesn't matter if I show up shouting down the end of a water pipe. As long as I'm there, that's what counts.
If that seat has an ass in it, you are golden in my book, buddy.
I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna go stream next time. Yeah, on Friday I'll join you from my car as I drive down the street with the window open.
See, Sinatra's done that.
I have literally
He
done
has
that.
It sounded like ass, but you know what? He showed up.
I was there. It counted.
My God.
We
Seriously.
just want you to be involved, Polly.
And let me tell you, I feel involved. I'm part of this, and it's frightening. Wow.
He's such a professional. He streams without even leaving his truck. Fucking incredible.
Hey, man. Gets it done.
You were there.
Yeah, I remember.
I
when
was
you
there.
were-
That's how I know you were there.
Was it an early
was there.
noir bar or a comic book curation that you were on, where you're actually driving through a drive-through picking up food? Like we heard you yelling your, shouting your order out. I'll take a large fries. And I was like, Jesus Christ, man, mute your mic. at the
That must
least.
be an early comic book curation because I haven't eaten fast food like that in a while.
Yeah. Well, we've done over 100 of them, so it could have been.
Holy shit, it's
David
just
in
getting
the chat
hot.
says, I fixed his computer while he showed up. You're fucking welcome. He was fine.
I'll be right back. My real mom's here. Gotta take care of something.
As opposed to Gamer Valine?
No, Sinatra's adopted.
No,
I appreciate if you didn't know that would have been quite confusing. You know?
No, I did know that, but it was a joke because she's helping him out, and she just commented that she had to build his computer for him, constantly giving him advice. And Gamer Valine,
she didn't have to build his computer if she was helping him out over the internet. She wasn't there. Because Gamer Levine's my real mum.
You two, you've got to come on Cocktail Hour on Sundays. You and Weebo Jones are king and queen of deconstructing jokes, man. You guys would get along famously. You could deconstruct each other's jokes right down to the flatness of everything. It'd be wonderful.
I'm in church on Sundays.
Somehow I doubt that. Aren't you busy streaming against me and Weebo on Sundays?
Yeah.
Yeah. See.
That's why I mean church. That's my church.
See?
Church of Twitch. Like a goddamn cathedral.
Gamer Valine, she verified it right there. She is his mother.
Fine. Yeah. Oh, yeah, she is, yeah. Yeah, she fed me on Fallout 76, made sure I was hydrated. tied my shoelaces on my power armor, bless her. She's a good girl. Anyway, back to XCOM.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Let's get on to XCOM, the most exciting subject. And I love Zombie Teddy saying it's really hard to tell when you're joking. Are you kidding? Drunken Uncle is on this stream. I'm the last person you should be laying that particular description out at.
90% of the time I am joking. The only time I'm not joking is when I'm saying the moon's name is the moon. That I'm being that's wholly serious about.
We have a moon story. I have it for you.
Oh, great. Is it taken from the Deep Space Nine wiki again?
I didn't go to the Deep Space Nine wiki for that. I went to the Star Trek script archives. That wasn't just some random article.
Oh, because that's way more impressive.
Yes, it is.
I so get up. I cannot get up.
As a citation.
Thank you, Serpent21, for the $2. This stream means more Eva Green. There she is. Isn't she wonderful? Yes, she is.
Still not enough. We need more.
You can do the big 20, and Eva Green's naked on a bed. Shadows covering just enough. It's wonderful.
And Eva Braun.
No, we won't have any Eva Braun.
No. Okay.
Speaking of
still learning the rules.
Speaking of the Third Reich.
All right, go on.
I was looking at well-known quotes by Dean Martin last night. At one point, and you can tell this is from a bygone era, he said, "Everybody makes mistakes. Look at Hitler."
Right.
And I'm like, what's the joke, Dean?
Was it a joke?
Yeah, that was yeah. But he's telling that joke in 1955. So I'm like, this has got to be a different cultural context for the ha-has here, because I'm not getting it.
I mean, he's not wrong. Hitler was not a perfect guy.
Well,
he ruined that mustache for everyone.
Oh, that's true.
Because people look at that mustache, they don't go, "That's a Charlie Chaplin mustache."
Oh, Gamer Valine picks the lady shooting two revolvers. I wonder why. Thank you, Gamer Valine, for the $7. Mama Bear. It's the Reich thing.
The Reich thing?
Yeah, the Reich thing.
The right thing to do.
Yes.
Okay. Also, she only fired one revolver.
Well, but she has two.
Yeah, but you said firing two revolvers. She was holding two. I'll give you that.
We can assume that the, final coup de grace would be done with the other revolver in the other hand. I just wanted it to cycle well. Don't get judgmental.
I don't know, man. I'm not sure about assuming. Not big on assuming.
Well, see, there you go. Evolved Potato brings it up, and I was just thinking about that. Was it Operation Barbarossa when he invaded Russia that was the mistake? Was it attempting to ship all of the Jews out of Greater Germania over into Poland that was the mistake? Was it starting death camps that was the mistake? I mean, or all of them.
I'm probably invading Poland, and it was just like a house of cards. It was just dominoes from that point, wasn't it, really? Although then you could say that actually it was the Treaty of Versailles that was to blame, which crippled Germany's economy, made the populace very, very angry and get behind someone.
Yeah, but that wasn't Hitler's mistake, was it?
No, but I mean, then you go back to the fucking World War One, and that's what ended, inevitably crippled Germany through the Treaty of Versailles. So was it Franz Ferdinand who fucked up by getting in the way of a bullet?
So wait a minute. You're blaming World War II on World War One, and therefore on a anarchist running around in Sarajevo?
It was. It was, because World War II came about because of the Treaty of Versailles, because of Germany being on the wrong side at the end of World War One.
Well, it wasn't a direct one for one. We're talking like a reaction to the Treaty of Versailles and an ongoing narrative of being stabbed in the back and being fucked over in terms of ongoing fines and limitations on their military size, Germany's military size and amount of soldiers and gross tonnage of ships at sea. And do you know I'm doing all of this just for you, Drunkle? Because you complain that we don't talk enough, too much American politics. So let's talk a little Europa, huh?
Well, this is world politics. I mean, the world wars really affected the world.
No, we're talking
so
all of this before
you.
We're talking about all pre-U.S. involvement right now.
You goddamn right we are. What was that about?
There was a policy of isolationism, Drunkle, okay, after World War I.
Spectral Umbreon says World War One directly led to World War 11. Shut up. How long was I asleep? Fuck.
You fucking... No, I agree with his main point. I just directly, if it wasn't for the National Socialist Party pushing that particular narrative, yeah, it was a moderately widespread feeling in Germany, as I understand it, that we've been screwed over by the other powers.
Way back with this. You go. It's not even the cause of World War One. The assassination of fucking Franz Ferdinand. But way back, like if Mr. and Mrs. Ferdinand didn't have a child, then there wouldn't have been a World War One.
Well, okay, yeah, we can get really like narrow with it, but really, wouldn't you blame Frederick the Great before you went to Mr. and Mrs. Ferdinand?
I think natalism is to blame here. If everyone just stopped having kids, there would be no wars.
True.
Yeah,
but that's not a solution. Like a vaccine cure for a disease is not something that kills everyone. Yeah, it's cured.
I mean, we're talking about World War II. Do you really want to use the word solution?
Yeah, good point.
Should we have some news?
So, der Judenfrage.
Oh,
well, you said don't use that word.
Hang on, what's that? Jewish frog?
No, it's German for the
frogs
JQ.
Have a religion? I know toads can.
I'd be very interested to know.
What do they believe in? The great lily pad in the sky. Sounds feasible.
No, I think that they pine for our existence. I think that they're sad and lonely little creatures that wish that they could walk bipedally and write books and hang out on the internet.
God bless. They don't know what they're wishing for, do they?
But, yeah, I know.
Fucking hell. Oh, I see you fucking, if you got two legs, you start fucking having a straight back and everything. The next thing you know, you're fucking doing a stream 3 times a week, turning up late for it on Mondays and Wednesdays, sitting here for fucking hour and a half stream, which goes on for 3 hours on a Friday.
Like
Frogs,
I said,
it's a total hassle.
Well, yeah, and they don't have to deal with the temporal and spatial anomalies of coming onto a stream that's 90 minutes, and by the time you leave, it's 3 hours. It's a warp. Welcome.
It's a warp.
Yeah.
Or existential crises. Frogs don't worry about that. Rent?
No. Those are out of order, my friend. I gotta call you on it. It has to be rent and then existential crisis. You can't go.
No, because I only worry about rent like once a month.
Yeah, it's a non-stop existential ennui, if you will, if you're beset by the nightmarish darkness of the entire all of creation.
Well, yeah, but paying my rent does take my mind off of it.
By the way, that's a pet peeve of mine.
You
got that? You sound like a guy with a lot of pet peeves. A pet peeve of mine when people are trying to make a decision on where they're going to go on holiday or what to get for dinner, and they describe it as an existential crisis. It's like, you don't know what that word means, do you?
No, that's not an existential crisis. If you're not in the corner rocking back and forth, wishing that some fish stayed in the fucking ocean millions and millions of years ago, then no, just have chicken.
I completely agree. And thank you, Gamer Valine, for the $7. Enough. You're all wrong. Hitler's biggest mistake, aside from that mustache, was being a vegetarian. That's why he wanted to do all the other stuff. Someone should have fed him a steak.
So drunk. I cannot get up.
Wait for Eva Green to finish talking there about her drunkenness. Someone should have fed him a steak. He would have stopped acting like a bitch. Well, you could also go the direction if somebody would have just assumed that his art was better than it actually was and just accepted him to art school. The whole problem could have been avoided. I realize that's a really old joke, but, come on. It's kind of true.
No, you're right, though. You're right. It's his own fault for being a shit painter, isn't it?
Unlike
point curation, Kickstarter.com/project/L Thomas/various abstract paintings/rewards.
That's right. Stop another world tyrant. Buy this man's art.
You could be you could be saving millions of lives.
Point curation, we totally
going
don't think
to
you're
this
capable of that. It
Kickstarter.
was a joke. Totally a joke.
You're not capable of fucking painting properly.
No, I meant mass murder on a mechanized global scale.
I think we're all capable of it.
I'd say not. The Milgram experiment is grossly overrated in terms of what people draw out of it. Anyway, thank you very much, C.
Not
Thomas.
really, though, is it?
What's that?
Not really, though, is it? What was it? 65% of participants killed him and no one stopped before 300 volts?
Yeah, but when you look at the methodology, it's flawed as fuck. And when you look at the researcher interaction with the participants, are pushing them to do it point by point.
Five verbal prods, only 5.
And
I think that was more of an obedience to authority.
And we both know it as well as anything.
Someone,
what are the two things that make science science and not pseudoscience? It has to be both
writing things down and wearing a white coat.
Well, you know what? According to the mass population, most people that I've met on the internet, you're absolutely right. That is how they define it. Plus a clipboard. Maybe a beaker.
Sorry about that. My real mom just came over.
Yeah, no problem. Death itself. Thank you for the
jealousy.
$1. I blame World War I on all of your. That is. Fleshies? On all you fleshies?
Yes, that's right.
What's a fleshy?
A person.
Person. Yeah.
Oh, because it's death itself talking. All right, I just clued in. Got it. Jesus, that I should be more respectful when I'm reading out death's words. I blame World War I for all you fleshies for being a bunch of subsentient worms who can't unleash their soul into the ether or dodge bullets. Transcend your flesh, mortals. Now I get it.
You're not the boss of me.
Watch how you talk to death.
Hey, fucking
bro,
death
it's
itself
death.
out here
Be
pretending he's anything more than a glorified Uber driver. You know, you just usher the souls away, Death. Buckshot Pirate throws $2, saying, what about that one British game show where it was a social experiment where the host polls the audience to or not fuck with a stranger? The experiment had the audience wear a mask, proving a person's sadist behavior is increased by anonymity. That rings a bell.
That also doesn't sound like very accurate research.
Well, no, it's a game show.
I would just like to say I'm halfway to the horse cock if you guys want to get that going. Yeah, do we have some schnews?
We do have some schnews. Hold on,
I'm 45 away from a horse cock, Sinatra says.
Talk amongst yourselves for a second. What was that?
Oh, how dare you?
Thought we have been.
Well, I meant between you two as opposed to the third prong of conversation.
You know that one experiment, Sinatra? I'm telling you though about the whole ethics came around because of it was a little kid called Albert, little Albert he's known. I think he was 5 years old, and every time he had a load of things put in front of him like cotton wool and shit like that. Oh no, it was a little white fucking mouse, and every time he reached over to pet the mouse, the doctors behind him would make a really loud noise and make him shit his pants. Not literally shit his pants. But then he just developed a fear later on of anything that was white and fluffy, like cotton wool, fucking Santa Claus. And they never put him right afterwards. I think there was just a thing on classical conditioning, and they just really fucked up the rest of this kid's life. That's why the ethical committee came in and just went, no, God, we need rules.
That kid deserved it, though.
What makes you say that?
Yeah, I mean, what kind of a shit name is Albert? Get a job.
Yeah, agreed.
You think he deserved all of that really harsh treatment and lifelong disturbances?
That kid
because his name was Albert
and started the fourth.
Yeah.
We don't know what that child was capable of, Polly.
How many people do you do horrible things to that you justify it by? Well, they could have killed millions of people in the future.
All of them?
7, 8. Jan, do you mean this week or?
Just in general, I guess.
No, that's a very big question.
My God, I thought the answer was.
I'm going to need more time,
man. That. Who the hell would do?
Look
that?
at that cock on him.
Oh,
I should have
People
such a
shit
cock.
things happening to them sometimes, like Albert.
Indeed.
Without fucking around, I do believe some people deserve shit things happening to them, but only if I can see them do a shit action, or if I know for a fact they have done a shit action. I'm like, you know what? Man, I'm not going to tiptoe.
Sure.
It's not like I'm doing the shit action. It's not like I could have
Haven't you,
stopped
though?
the shit action. Oh, of course I have. But it's not like I could stop the shit. You know, it's just like the universe going, some of this fuckery, bud. Yeah, we all get shit shoveled on us sometimes. Yeah, it's not like good things always happen to good people.
I
Shit
saw
happens.
that Godfather
Believers.
thing pop up
There you
real
go.
quick.
That's I call it the horsecock prelude.
Oh,
Ooh. I do love a prelude.
Did you catch it there, Drunkle?
No.
Okay, well then one more time. Hold on. Let me turn the monitor on to make sure I'm not ripping the audience's ears because, God, I hate when people do that to me. So,
Am I looking at the stream or?
yeah, if you look at the stream, you'll see it come up in about 15 seconds after I play it again.
Huh?
All right.
Look at that cock on him.
are we
should
going to
have
sit in
such
silence
a
waiting for
cock.
the 15 seconds to
am.
pass?
No, we're not.
Okay, I'm waiting too.
Are you?
Yeah, and I'm trying to talk, fill the time.
No,
and
it totally
keep
wasn't
pop
loud
up.
enough. I thought I blew everyone's ears out like when I played that first.
Multitasking.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I like it. Well done, Sin. You come a long way, bud.
Yeah.
Hey,
Bit cold in
No,
here, though, isn't it?
I don't know if Polly's talking now or Polly's talking 20 seconds ago.
Oh, I see. I see.
Gentlemen, it won't last forever. This was an understanding we had. It's fine. It'll all work out. In any case. Yeah, pre-lube, right? Was that Peter Falk zombie? Teddy asked. No. Fuck, what is the actor's name? It's the guy playing Jack Woltz from Woltz Studios from Godfather. He actually pets the horse, cartoon, and says, "Look at a cock on him. I should have
John
such
Marley.
a cock." What's his name?
No, you can still
John
get
Marley.
pregnant from prelude.
John Marley. Oh. Yeah, horsecock pre-lube. Yeah. Wow. I didn't even catch that.
Oh my God.
It's-
All right, can we get the news?
Do you want to get the news? Hey, you're the one who
Oh
said
my
it was
God,
a little
yes.
early, so I thought we should have a conversation. And then
You're
Not
late,
for another-
Polly.
no,
Now
I
you're
wasn't late. I was on time. Go to hell. What the hell?
17 minutes late.
No, I was not,
Yeah.
and I will not take this fucking slander. I was
The
on
news
time
should
today.
have started
goddammit.
17 minutes ago. You start going on about fucking little Albert and shit like
No,
that.
motherfucker, you went on about little
Me and
Albert, and I tried
Snapchat
to
just
veer us
sat
off
here
of the
in
Milgram
silence.
conversation repeatedly, and it didn't work. So don't lay this on my doorstep.
I wasn't
So
here.
I was
don't blame
playing
me.
XCOM.
All right, news.
All right, look, last what do you call it? What's the word? Noir Bar. We did.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what's my Streamlabs turned off? That shouldn't be. The last Noir Bar, we did atmospheric and earthbound things that are just plain interesting, and we didn't get all the way to the end. And I thought this one was
Well,
cool.
I thought we did Amazon.
No, we didn't. We didn't actually finish them off. We didn't get to the Etruscan vase moon,
Mm.
which I've never seen this in my life. I didn't know that this happened. And it's the coolest thing. I love the look of it. During a full moon in some places, Luna can be seen strangely distorted
Not Luna, is it?
as it arises.
Oh boy.
This odd Luna image was created by moonlight
Not Luna.
refracting through the atmospheric inversion layer on Earth, where cold air was trapped on the surface. The photographer also reported that as the moon rose, a red rim was faintly visible at the lower part of the moon, while the green rim appeared on the top, similar to the sun's famous green flash. I had to go find out about the green flash, right? The sun does this too. I guess this
I
is
thought
the
it was Green
Like,
Lantern.
he uses like the power of hope. Oh, there you go.
I guess this is one of the reasons to go watch a moonrise or a moonset or a sunrise or a sunset, to actually go sit down on a hill.
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise.
Swiftly flow the years.
What bad music are you singing?
Sunrise.
Fiddler on the Roof, dude.
Sunset.
Oh, it's Fiddler on the Roof. I've never actually seen Fiddler on the Roof. I've heard good things, but no, never seen it
Yeah.
myself, actually.
I know it's like you keep saying Luna, right, for the
Yes.
moon, even though it says moon. But when it said Earth, you didn't say Gaia.
But of course not. I would have said Terra. Get your shit straight, man.
Terrifying. That you can be so dumb. He was waiting. That's Sinatra's contribution, everyone. You go sit in the other room and chill now, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. Anyway, I dug this. I want to see this. The moon get pulled down visually, like it's like a drop coming out of. I thought this was super cool. I've never seen
Is it
anything like
getting
that. I
pulled
want to see. I
down?
watched video of it and stuff, and yeah, the green.
It says as
sun
it
from,
arises.
sun's famous green flash. totally real
More
thing. When it
reminiscent
starts
of
to come
like
over the
a lava
horizon,
lamp.
it's not red nor yellow nor white. The fucking thing turns bright green because of the way light's refracted. Man, I gotta watch a sunrise. I don't get out enough.
Nah.
No?
Now, before you know it, you're thinking about the state of the universe, how small our existences are, you know.
Oh,
Blame that
God.
fish.
You went full emo last time, too. We were talking about the beautiful Milky Way across the sky, and you started to talk about infinitesimally useless and invaluable we all are. Unvaluable, not
I'm glad you
valuable.
agree.
No, I don't. Size has no proportionate connection to value. What? I don't get it.
Tell that to my ex-girlfriend. Mudshot Pirate threw $1 saying was called Darren. It's Darren. Darren Brown's The Experiment, and the episode is called Remote Control. That's the one with Milgram in it.
Drunkle. I think
What?
it may not be a definitive opinion, but it's one that we take seriously. The literal specter of death says, it's Luna. Just saying the moon could mean thousands of celestial bodies. Now listen, this is the
moon.
This is the harvester of souls and the harbinger of death.
A glorified Uber driver. It's not Luna. That's in Spanish, Italian, and Latin. Are we speaking those languages? If you were speaking Greek, you would say Celine. But we're not speaking Greek. We're speaking fucking English.
All
and
right.
in English, the moon is called the moon.
Let's jump right onto
It's
it.
not called a moon.
Let's jump
because
right
we've
onto
always
it.
known the moon was there. We knew the moon was there before we knew about other moons, which is why it's called the moon.
This is
the sun.
This is what I call the death throes of an argument when the flailing happens, when the loss is perceived. It's okay, Drunkle. We'll move
Whatever,
on.
man. Your news has got someone sniffing a monkey's ass.
No, he's licking a monkey's ass.
That's better. That's better.
Zoo caretaker licks monkey's butt to help it defecate.
Oh, Christ.
Now, this is an older story, but it relates to a current topic, which is why I grabbed it. And there he is licking said monkey's butt. Yesterday in the Wuhan Zoo monkey caretaker.
Oh, no.
Lick the monkey butt, bigot.
I'd rather not.
I'm worried about where it is more than anything here.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I thought, oh, that's a funny article. Like, why
That's
was
how you
he?
get COVID-20.
Why were you licking a monkey's butt, zookeeper? And then first line, Wuhan. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, that's why. If somewhere's ground 0 twice, does that make it ground 1?
I mean, were there any unaccounted for global pandemics that maybe just weren't sensationalized by the news that happened around 2012 when this story came out, when this guy was licking a monkey's butt for an hour?
Right.
For an
Where did-
hour?
where
An
did
hour.
bird flu come from? An hour?
It's been an hour.
That's- Okay, unbelievably, he used his tongue to lick the small monkey's butt. 50-year-old foreign used a warm water to clean a small Francois leaf monkey's buttocks, then began using his mouth to lick it, not stopping for over an hour until the little monkey defecated a single peanut. Yes, see, that was the cause. Somebody had tossed a peanut into the monkey's cage. The monkey ate the peanut. He then became stopped up. He's too small to give him laxatives, so the natural reaction of the Wuhan zookeeper was to lick his butt for an hour until he crapped it out.
My tongue will get tired.
The fuck?
How was he doing it? Was it like a circular motion?
That's a good question. Was he just doing the up and down lapping? Was he getting the swirl in there? I don't know. But
The alphabet?
but the monkey's just like, yeah, okay, I guess I'm going to go with this, you know?
Yeah, monkey doesn't even need a shit.
Do they not have pen caps over there? Like Q-tips or anything?
Viper Sword says, gross. Yeah, you've summed up the majority of the feeling I have on this story. So if you didn't need any more reasons to consider China strange, if you didn't need any more reasons to go around ironically saying all cultures are beautiful, you didn't need any more reasons to be suspicious of Wuhan and China in general, I'm here for you.
Gross.
I don't know, man. It's like even this guy at 50 years old, wisdom doesn't always come with age. But you'd
Yes.
think at least it takes common sense to say to yourself, I shouldn't be wearing a monkey as a mask right now.
Well, you're assuming that there's common sense to be had there.
God.
Gamer Valine for the $1. Thank you. 2012. So you mean H1N1? Yeah, right. Laid out as a swine flu. My ass, monkey butt flu.
No, their ass.
Yeah.
What
Quite
about bird flu as well? Where the fuck did that come from?
Oh yeah, was H1N1 the bird
When
flu?
people were
Or was that
using
the
like
swine flu?
wind-dried puffin eggs as condoms or something like that. Like, what the fuck is going on with people? I blame the fish that crawled out of the water millions and millions and millions and millions of years ago.
I think we can.
This is where we're at, people.
I think we can pretty confidently say that China needs to stop trying to eat everything that moves.
That's right.
And lick
How is your mouth the first option? Like there are
a sponge.
a sponge, a warm towel, because he already had the warm towel. Said he wiped the monkey's butt and then licked his butt for an hour, right? It's like, why didn't you just like use the towel? There's enema kits that you can buy at your local pharmacy. Why didn't you just try one of them?
Tiny enema. Or just your finger. But if this fucking article would be like, oh, a man circled around a monkey's anus to get it to defecate, we'd be like, ugh. But I want to live in that fucking universe, not this one where he used his tongue. There was a choice here, Polly.
And what I love
he
is
made
that
the wrong decision.
this ain't no Getty image, okay?
It's gonna be.
This guy.
It's my new wallpaper.
They came to him to ask him, oh, so you licked a monkey's butt for an hour? And he's like, yeah, I did it like this, and posed for the picture. Like,
not just that, but the monkey posed as well. Like, the monkey's been trained. There's something untoward going on here.
Well, but this is what I'm saying. The monkey, like, I mean, look at him. He's like, yeah, I'm totally down with this, right? You know, yeah, the monkey probably poses his butt up in someone's face 3 or 4 times a day, expecting butt treatment, expecting the rim job to just happen.
Yeah,
Right.
Now he does.
Yeah. I mean,
He's spoiled.
talk about some conditioning. Right?
He's spoiled. It's like the guy from Fake Taxi, isn't it? Loves getting his asshole licked.
Okay, hold on. The screen just reloaded for you guys, and there we go. Okay, moving on. Police locate meth lab at local motel. Her? Running a meth lab out of a motel? No.
Did they catch her halfway through a haircut?
No, they didn't.
Now that's a style these people wear.
What, the cyberpunk?
Yeah.
I
All right.
When I saw this story, I'm like, no, it's for the mugshot. I'm doing this story just for the mugshot. I mean, wow, that's the person running the meth clinic or meth lab out of a fucking hotel, huh? No eyebrows, half your head shaved, looking like, well, you've been doing meth.
Yeah. I don't think this is even the suspect. This is just the kind of person they think the suspect is.
You think this is a Getty image?
Yeah, it's like they got the wanted poster saying, "Have you seen someone who looks a bit like this?"
Have you seen a mushed face, half-shaven retard running around?
A white anime character.
Yeah.
He cooked the heart with potatoes. Man accused of heinous triple murder in Oklahoma.
Oh, I saw this. This was terrible.
Yes, this is terrible. This is one of those stories where we're like,
Is it mashed potatoes? Roasted?
I don't think he makes it clear, although he was going to do it in a pan, so I'm assuming pan-fried taters.
Pan-fried potatoes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Got a little home fries going on. So a convicted felon, you're going to love the details of this. This just gets better and better. A convicted felon in Oklahoma who had recently been paroled is now accused of murdering a neighbor, cooking the victim's heart, and then murdering his uncle and a 4-year-old girl at the home he had been staying at.
Wait, so he murdered the neighbor, cooked the heart, and then went, still peckish. Gonna go out murder an uncle.
Lawrence Paul Anderson, 42, allegedly admitted that he murdered 41-year-old mother of 2 in her home and cut out her heart to cook it and eat it, the Oklahoman said, citing a quote from the Oklahoma State Bureau Investigations agent search warrant application, described a heinous crime. Quote, he took the heart back to 214 West Minnesota, Chickasaw. He cooked the heart with potatoes to feed to his family to release the demons.
That's just terrible, isn't it? Right? You don't cook the protein with the carbs. You cook them separately and then mix them together.
If your culinary sensibilities are what's offended, you're going to love the end of this stream, let me tell you. All right. Anderson had been staying with his aunt Desi Pye and uncle Leon Pye. After he was relieved from prison on January 18th, Anderson is accused of killing and murdering his 67-year-old uncle and a 4-year-old little girl, described as the victim's granddaughter.
Raquel the Wolf has a good question. Was he trying to do actual voodoo?
That's what
Does seem that way, doesn't it?
like. Was he on some? I thought about it myself. Was he on like some structured business, like actual voodoo or whatever the fuck witchcraft, or was he just?
That sounds like real hoodoo, dude. I don't know.
Or did he just get the idea in his head because he's just buck fucking crazy? You know,
Well, that is the line. Is it real hoodoo or is he just fucking nuts?
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean,
thank you, Cryptic, for the $5. There is a new virus that has now jumped to humans in Russia. H5N8. Drunkle is the closest out of the three of you. Not saying he'll get sick, but he'll catch it.
Oh, no, I ain't going out licking any Russians' assholes. I think I'll be fine.
Is that how you get it?
Probably.
Stay away from them Russian whores, man.
All butt stuff.
With the Russian whores?
Damn, I was just about to order one, too.
Well, be careful
One butt
because
stuff, please.
they might be carrying H5N8. You don't want that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Shower when they get
there. I don't know. There's something very weird about seeing Jessica Alba rolling around in underwear on a bed while talking about butt stuff that actually carries diseases. These are all incongruent things.
I think all butt stuff carries diseases.
At least the risk for it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
if you're gonna lick someone's ass, use a condom.
A condom on your tongue?
Yeah, or just a bit of cling film.
Okay. So anyway, let's move on to something a little bit stranger. I was reading a story. Did you know that there is an NBA team that doesn't exist anymore and hasn't played a game since 1976? Is still receiving millions of dollars from the NBA for being a real team?
What? Which one?
It is the Spirits of St. Louis, my friend.
How?
God, they haven't updated that logo in decades.
Right? You got, and they're named after, Lindbergh's plane and all that. That's where they got the logo design from.
But who's getting the money?
The brothers owner of the team, this duo of brothers that are owners of the team. So I had to read. It's like how, why, what. So reading into this and trying to summarize this detail. So what happened is the American Basketball Association, the ABA, merged with the NBA in 1976, and they ended up yeeting a whole bunch of the ABA teams because the ABA was failing anyway. So some of the bygone teams were the Kentucky Colonels, for example, etc. Teams that they kept were like the Denver Nuggets, the Indiana Pacers, and the San Antonio Spurs from the ABA, right? Now when merging, it's like your team is completely failing. Nobody's showing up. We just want to pay you guys to go away, but by the terms of the merger with your league, we have to accept all of you. So we have to pay you off to cancel your own team. And they did, like with John Y. Brown, who was the owner of the Kentucky Colonels. He took $3.3 million in 1976, so that's a lot of money, to just cancel his team because no one was showing up anyway. Well, Ozzie and Daniel Silna, who were the co-owners of the Spirits, negotiated a separate deal where they would take 1/7 the share from each franchise for the television rights, which was nearly 2% of the entire NBA's TV money. Now, in 1976, the TV money wasn't that big. But last year, they pulled how much? $14.5 million from the NBA.
So this just sounds like good contract signing, if anything.
Yeah.
I was mad at first, but I'm like, wow, that's impressive, actually. Good for him.
And they have tried repeatedly to pay them off to fuck off. And every time, because the original contract is in perpetuity, like on as long as the NBA exists, you owe us 2% of your television ad revenue royalties. And so they do legitimately, legally still have a team. The St. Louis Spirits are still a team that is recognized by the NBA. They don't have jerseys. They don't have a stadium. They don't have players. They don't have a coach. They ain't got nothing. But the notion of them still exists. And they get $15 million a year just for being there.
Oh, damn.
I honestly was mad at first, but now I'm like, huh, not bad.
So what that comes down to is get a good contract.
I am drunk. So drunk.
Yeah,
I
no shit.
cannot get up.
Thank you. This is Kyle for the $2. Polly might not have been late today, but I'm sure as hell he was. Hello, chat people and AAA people. Wait a minute. Polly might not have been late today, but I sure as hell was. Oh, he was. Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Everyone's late eventually. I don't hold it against people because I know I'm going to do it. You know what I mean?
We've all been late.
Yeah, well, not by the way you talk. You haven't, motherfucker.
No, I'm usually pretty on time.
Yeah, fair enough.
I should say
story,
you all
man.
have been late, actually.
You all.
Yeah, all of you. Not
me.
me. Of course, dude, you're like the progenitor to being late.
What the fuck? Because I don't have a car to fucking stream from.
Hey, man, I was there.
Now, remember when I was talking about articles that I picked just for the headline and the photograph?
Of course.
Wichita Falls police discover pipe in woman's booty.
Whoa. What?
She looks like the type.
She looks like she knows that pipe is there.
That's what I'm saying. Currently there, and it's currently uncomfortable, and she's worried something's going to go horribly awry. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
She's meant to be lace a cable, not lay a pipe, for God's sake.
I mean, she just looks like the type. She's got it, dude. It's the eyes.
it is the eyes. She's got the Ocasio-Cortez crazy eyes, where I'm willing to stick a pipe up my butt. Like,
Did you see?
I'm halfway through a haircut as well, because she's even wearing the thing that to stop the hair going on your clothes.
Yeah.
Did you see the fucking?
I think she actually just got
the
through
guy
the
who
delousing
said-
procedure at the jail.
You see the guy who said that AOC, the picture that Tucker's been using of her, is not real?
Yeah, that clearly, evidently, Tucker photoshopped her eyes 5 minutes later. Apparently, he did not.
That was fucking hilarious.
I went to his Twitter account after seeing you do that story and went through it. All of his tweets. First of all, he doesn't get very many tweets. Second of all, this guy is a muck-raking scumbag for Mediaite and Media Matters.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Mediaite and if you ever see anything out there that says Mediaite or Media Matters, pretty good chance you'll be like, "Oh, that's fucking dumb."
Yeah, and he does not get many retweets, likes, comments, nothing. And he doesn't have many followers. So it's like, how is this guy being picked up? Well, that's just it. He's one of those underpaid scumbags that MSNBC and HuffPo and everybody else farms out to just rake up shit and, tweet it out and put stories out there. And then they can reference that, quote, somebody said it. Nobody cares what these actual little idiots say, but it's like, oh, I'm a Huffington Post journalist. I'm a contributor. Okay, you're a paid muckraker, man. What could be worse than that? Why didn't you just throw that picture into a reverse image search engine? So you could do a side-by-side when you tweeted it out to say, look, here's the original image and here's the one that he altered.
Because that would take effort, and he's a journalist, and things should just be done for him.
Yeah. Yeah. But when you do more effort for a comedy show like we do than the journalists do, what the fuck? Something's gone wrong with the system.
Yep, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you know what? I will admit something. I was talking to some people last night in Discord and voice chat.
How dare you?
I know.
Oh, that's not the thing you were going to admit.
And I said, okay, so am I... have I become, being on the internet too long, a disturbed individual, or am I just woefully naive that when I read pipe in her butt, I immediately thought of a copper water pipe?
I did.
See, that's what everyone else
Is it
said
not?
too. No, it's a meth pipe.
Oh!
I am from shady area, Ohio, and I immediately thought meth pipe.
Okay.
See, I feel right away 3 or 4 people in chat said, oh, it's not? I thought pipe too. I was thinking one of them PVC plastic pipes. I didn't yet. And then one said, no, I was thinking copper. I would.
I thought she was just like constipated and she was trying to help herself out. In which case, just get a Chinese zookeeper to lick your asshole for an hour, woman. It's easy.
Yeah, that's how you get COVID-20.
Oh, yeah, an upgrade. They met a guy through $1 7 minutes ago. Sorry, bud, we were chatting. Saying, excuse me, sir. I resent that last statement. I'll have you know there's nothing wrong with cooking your protein with your carbs. Ha! I'm doing it right now. Call the police. The met a guy just killed someone.
And see, what does that mean? Have I become too much of a deviant where I'm immediately thinking she was involved in some kind of weird sex shit, that she had a pipe shoved up her butt possibly for money to go buy meth, but it didn't occur to me that it was a meth pipe? Am I just naive? But then a whole bunch of people said, no, I thought water pipe as well. But then our chat is full of people saying, no, I knew it was meth pipe. So I don't know what to think anymore.
How did they know?
How far are you guys from that horse cack?
Geez. Oh, not very close. We're at $43.
Oh boy.
Look at that cock on him.
Not looking
I
good.
should have such a
Chat.
cock.
Let's see. Well, of course, Streamlabs isn't giving me a fucking current update of the total.
Oh, chat.
Oh, chat.
Let me just refresh the page here.
We are relying on you, chat.
Yeah, I'm only at $32. That's rough. That's
I
painful.
paid my rent fucking 3 days ago as well. That was another existential crisis. Just sat there like, why? What's the point? Goddamn fish.
Moving along. Oh, yes, this is a great one. 2 arrested after shots fired in a Taco Bell line.
Whoa. All right.
You know, and it's
We know
like,
why?
were they really after that crunchy gordita? And there was only one left? What happened?
It just be like that sometimes, dude.
Well, you look at these two guys, and it's kind of like, yeah, I can see you guys getting into some gunplay at Taco Bell. So they were in the drive-thru. What happened was, when you read the full story, additional charges.
I like that you got right at the top. Right at the top of the paragraph there. So it's what is it? Scioto County,
Yes.
Ohio. Wow. Okay. Like that little thing in brackets there is just that's summing up most of the news you brought up for me so far. Wow. Okay.
That's the call letters. Yeah.
For Scioto County?
You stink. Bit harsh, wasn't it?
Your donations still have echoes, and I still haven't figured out why. I hear you, lady. Monoceros? No, yeah, I know what you mean.
Monoceros.
Like I said to Drunkle and Sinatra, we're gonna afterwards.
Tell me anything.
No, I did. I said after the stream, if we don't do a rollover somewhere, we got to do some tests to figure out where the fucking echo's coming from. Number 1, and why your guys' Streamlabs aren't coming through. Number 2.
I will tell you where it's coming from without even getting into it.
All right, let's
Don't
have
blame
it.
me.
You have it open on 2 different scenes.
But that's not possible because I've got your guys open on another scene, and we're not hearing it at all. That's the problem.
Yes, but you have ours set to quiet when not visible.
No,
But
no.
we'll get into it afterward because it took me.
I checked the ticky
forever
boxes,
to
man.
figure it out.
I checked the ticky boxes on active when visible. Oh yes.
Trust. I know exactly what you did.
All right. Okay. So
Because it took me forever to figure it out, and I just did like a month ago.
William Crabtree is charged with improperly handling firearms in a motor vehicle, carrying concealed weapons, and using weapons while intoxicated. That's right. Both of these fine gentlemen were in the drive-thru.
Alcohol and ammo.
Yes. They were both in the drive-thru at Taco Bell, drunk,
At the drive-in.
got into some kind of altercation, and decided to start firing shots. And between 8 to 10 shots were fired between the two of them. No,
When you're in a queue, you got to make your own fun, don't you?
well, with a gunfight. No, I knew
I don't
what
think
Marcel
that's
said.
very
We'll
fun.
figure it out. You don't think that that's very far gone?
No, very fun.
Oh. I was about
Well,
to say,
that'd be
you got to
boring.
get the fuck out of Ohio if you don't think this is far gone, man. I mean, shit.
No, this is
Also, these mug
I've
shots.
seen-
This is what me and Sinatra look like.
yeah, it's me on the it's me with the beard and him with the face.
You're a partially balding ginger trunkle? I had no idea.
Yeah.
Working on a mullet in the back, too? Okay. All right.
No,
I have
it's an
heard of
ass.
shootings
That's just
over
ass hair.
much less here in the home state.
I would be disappointed if you were growing a Jeremy Hambley beard there, Sinatra, I got to say.
No, I keep it pretty close cut.
Yeah. So do I. All right. You want to hear? So you appreciated the entrepreneurialism of the contract, the spirits. Do you appreciate this kind of entrepreneurialism? Nike executive resigns after report reveals teen son used her corporate credit card to fund resale sneaker business.
Uh-oh, shouldn't have done that.
That's right. This little son of a bitch at 19 years old took his mother's corporate credit card, bought a whole bunch of Nikes that he used bots and friends to buy online, and then turn around and resell them on eBay for like twice and 3 times the price.
Oh, all right.
That's a no-no. It's
bad, but I mean, at 19 years old, man, I just had pussy on my brain, let alone a fucking illegal entrepreneurism. Entrepreneurialism. That's, I mean, like, you got, when there's things like heists and shit like that, you go, yeah, it's illegal, but still well executed, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Fair play to the kid. It's illegal, fair play.
Yeah, right. A high-ranking Nike executive resigned after a recent report revealed that her son had used a corporate credit card to help with his lucrative resale sneaker business. Jesus Christ, I hate when their topic sentence is a replay of the headline. That is not how you write.
Oh my God, same.
That is just the worst kind of fucking...
Darn fucking tootin'.
Emma Levine says, rent? Really? That's a worry? Yeah. Yeah, when you're a YouTuber stroke toilet cleaner, yeah, it is, yeah.
Her 19-year-old son, Joe Herbert, told Bloomberg Newsweek about his about his operation to purchase loads of sneakers and then flipping them for higher profits. In one instance, he said he gathered more than 15 people to swarm a website selling pairs of coveted Yeezy Boost 350 Zion sneakers.
Yeezy Boosts.
Yeah, man. And that look like lunar boots. Just terrible. And then used bots to bypass the system designed to limit purchases to 1 pair per customer. He said he bought $132,000 worth of Yeezys on a credit card and then resold them for a 20 grand profit.
Good God, fair play.
That's what, 15% back? That hardly seems worth the effort.
You didn't spend a penny.
Yeah, if you're gambling with your mom's chips.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you hit me off with
so
3 or 4 stacks
profit.
to go into a casino, I'd be a brave gambler too, you know?
Oh God, his one crime was getting caught. And the rest of the crime.
And of course, the rest of the embezzlement and so forth.
I like to take my mom to the casino because she's getting up there. She doesn't drive anymore. She can't really leave the house too much. So we went last time and I thought, okay, that's it. That's the last time. And my brother convinced her that next weekend we're going to go back. And I always give, because she's just on SSI, you know, she has it rough as a old lady.
Yep.
So me and my brother always give her a little bit of money so she can get, dude, she'll throw fucking dollar slots. She'll be like, I'm going $20 on this roll.
Ah, fucking
damn.
Big spender.
I love this.
Yeah,
line.
last time she won 700. I was like, you gonna give any of that back? She's like, nope. No.
And not even the money I gave you?
Yeah, I was like, you could at least pay back your fucking debt. And she's like, no, it's mine. It's like, what the fuck, Mom?
No, I'm not updating you, Firefox.
Like,
go away.
She said no, and like that's it. That's the end.
Yeah, I can't be like, hey, all right, Mom robbed me. There it is.
A Nike spokesperson told Bloomberg, however, that she, the top Nike executive, disclosed relevant information about her son's company in 2018, and Nike found no conflicts of interest. Her son also claimed that she was, quote, so high up at Nike as to be removed from what he does and never received inside information from her. So it's fine, guys. It's fine.
I mean, it is fine. Like, this amount of money, like, Nike's such a big company. What was it, 130,000 or something like that? They didn't even notice it. It is fine.
Well, I mean, so she's a senior Nike executive.
Victimless crime.
She's a senior executive at Nike, right?
Nike.
And she's got a credit card for expenses and buying dinners and flights and shit. So what they're not noticing is how insanely over the top the expense accounts of senior executives are.
That's the story here.
Yes.
Like, I mean, Does she even have to provide the receipts
Great.
at the
I mean,
end of
I
the
guess-
financial quarter?
I guess when all your overhead is advertising and Chinese labor, you have money to burn.
That's true.
Thank you, Ebony Williams, for the $5. Are you aware that Drunkle is expecting a child with Jack? Is that true?
I was very drunk during that stream.
This happened over
What
a
stream?
stream?
Yeah, it was Monkey in the morning.
Damn. All right.
I blissfully forgot about that for a while.
That's the voice of regret, chat.
Yeah, especially because it's my turn to gestate the fetus as well. We're splitting it up.
Turn. This has happened before?
Yeah, no, I mean he does 3 months, I do 3 months,
Oh.
and then we'll flip a coin for the last
I'm
one.
not sure if that's how human reproduction works, but okay. Like, and
Well, it's two men,
in a
so,
whole
I mean-
bunch of ways, you know. Okay.
We'll just let it gestate in a box.
God, that's fucking disturbing.
Hmm.
Let's move on. Oh,
You wait until it's constipated. Whew.
the man who died trying Ben Franklin's experiments. Okay, look.
Is this a photo? Or?
I
Yes,
don't believe it
It's
is.
a photo from the late 1700s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Lon. English.
Lady Monocros.
Lady Monocros for the $5.
Monocros.
According to the boyfriend, it's Wednesday. And after hiring a squad of drunkies, there hasn't been shit on in the bathroom floors this week. There hasn't been shit
Okay.
on the work bathroom floors this week. There hasn't been shit on the work bathroom floors this week. No one shit on the floors this week?
Okay.
That's good.
No, as
mean-
there hasn't been shit on the bathroom floors at work because I've been hired to mop the floors.
Oh, that's not drunkies.
very, very
That's
clean.
drunkles.
Yeah. Unless you're on Twitch.
Wait a minute.
In
A
which case, when I
squad of
raise someone, they go,
drunkles.
hey, thank you, drunky plays. It's an L, you idiot.
See, lady, that's what threw me. You said a squad of drunkles, and I automatically just read it as drunkies because have you been cloning yourself?
I cannot reveal that information.
Well, we had a story about cloned animals here, but I'll leave that for Sinatra to do on Friday.
Yeah.
They
I
discovered.
like this picture as well. It's like when your song comes on in the club.
Well, see, it is pretty much this picture, this engraving here, that made me want to bring the story up because it's like, okay, so this Frenchman tries replicating one of Benjamin Franklin's electricity experiments and fucking fries himself. But this picture was just so epic. I'm like, come on, let's just throw the story up just for this picture of, oh man.
I'm with you, man. I
Yeah,
agree.
like they are hit and hit hard. And my favorite part is his tricorn hat up
He's
in the air. Yeah.
his hat.
You know what? You know what he found the experiment to be?
Shocking.
A failure. See, it's called an anti-joke.
That's what they call
I can only
nomedy
do uncle jokes.
when it's not comedy. It's okay.
Yeah, why does Michael J. Fox shake so badly?
Because he's got that disease.
Yeah, terrible disease. Don't make fun of it.
Oh, just not funny. Why would you? He's a great guy. You didn't deserve it.
What's worse than finding half a worm in your apple?
Being raped.
Yeah, exactly. See?
That was a Jimmy Carr joke from his first stand-up. And he wasn't even on the stage when he told it either. It came up on a screen. And that was actually the funniest joke of the whole fucking gig as well.
Oh, I've heard of this guy. Yeah, he's incredibly not funny.
You know what? You,
Nah,
you just gave me an
he does
idea,
a lot of
Drunkle.
one-liners.
I'm gonna steal your notion and turn that into a donation pop-up.
What?
That picture.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm not listening to you guys. You're talking about fucking comedy you didn't write. I don't care. Let's see.
Was that another anti-joke?
No, it was a mere description of fact. But I mean, we can go through the article, but it's really, you can look it up. It's pretty detailed. And like, here he is after the
Oh,
fact.
I like
It's
that one as
yeah,
well.
it's
Like,
it's
when
like-
your friends had too much to drink.
or like the death of General Wolfe. They made it all dramatic. You know what I mean? Like he's just laid down. Oh God, no! His silk stockings are fried too. I was gonna get those.
Those were to be inherited by his children.
It's, in short, you want to know what he did wrong? Oh God, that was a bad pun. is he failed to he supplied himself as the electrical short in the experiment. He tried capturing the electricity in a glass bottle, which you can do, as you see here in the description. But what he didn't realize, because he didn't understand electricity very well, and Ben Franklin went at lengths to describe how he had fucked up, is you have to ground it, and he functioned as the ground because he was standing there and touching the cable at the same time. So he shorted it, and bzzz.
I think this is all because of Infinity War, isn't it? When Thor restarts the star and he doesn't get killed by the sheer energy coming from it. This guy obviously saw this movie and went, "Oh, well, if Thor can do it, then I'll be fine." Fucking idiot.
Yeah. And really, it was the buckles on them old-timey shoes that just attracted the electricity like no one's business. You're going to have giant metal pieces on your feet like that, expect it to go right through you to the ground.
That's right.
Yeah.
The opposite of buckle up.
No? Okay, I was holding on for a car crash there. I guess not.
So was I. I don't think it's allowed if you
nap. And talking about Dr. Franklin, one of my favorite founding fathers.
Sorry, these jokes are just shockingly bad.
Oh, God.
Hold on. There it is.
You stink!
You stink
You
himself!
stink!
Oh my God! It finally happened!
I've done it before.
Yeah, but it finally happened on this new show.
I am going to be a fucking menace to you motherfuckers when I get SoundPad. You're going to... No, it's not going to be good.
Yeah, it's okay. I can wait a week.
Boring.
It's fine. Okay, we're getting close to Horsecock.
Just like poor old Polly can't run Hangouts and SoundPad at the same time.
But, well, it's not poor me. It's my poor potato. And you well understood this. And complaining is unseemly, sir.
You will understood.
I will understand.
Look at that cock on him. I should have such a cock.
We're at $42 away from Horsecock.
You're 42 away. Or
42
42
away.
I'm at 42. Yeah, 8 away from Horsecock.
I'm at 25.
Away?
I've got a rock.
It doesn't really matter if it's away or two. It's the same distance.
14.
If it doesn't matter if it's
86
away or
away.
2, it's the same distance because you got 25.
Yeah, that's half of 50.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, Gamer Valine comes in with a 7, making us only $1 small away from my plan.
$1 away.
a month. Oh, God damn it.
Wow. I can't tell you how happy I am you made that a pop-up. Wow. Thank you, Gamer Valine, for the $7. He didn't short it. He completed the circuit. For fuck's sake, science! It works and can be
true.
taught.
Yeah.
Yes, it can be taught. Science can be taught. And after the stream, I will fully explain in complete detail as to why the Milgram experiment was not science to Drunkle.
You don't even understand OBS, let alone fucking Milgram. With your bachelors.
Yeah, well, I didn't take a bachelor's in OBS. I took it in psychology, which is why I can explain it to you.
I'll explain it to you.
Okay, hold on. Let's talk about Ben Franklin electrocuting a turkey and frying it at the same time at a barbecue.
Let's.
Because that's the whole story. That's what he did. I think that's pretty fucking cool. I mean, it's
I'll
inhumane.
call it news. It's olds. It's not news.
No. It's news to you. Did you know that? Therefore, new.
I did. I also know fucking he went around in order to tell people that fucking Tesla's idea of the what was it AC or was it DC?
Tesla?
Either way, it went around with a fucking fucking who am I thinking?
Edison.
Inventor of the light bulb. Edison. There you go. Tesla Edison. He went around and with a fucking electronic plate to show how fucking dangerous Tesla's idea was, and would just be like, little boy, you got a dog? Yeah, bring it over, and we'll just kill it in front of everyone.
I love Drunkle trying to writing his own fanfic live about Ben Franklin and Tesla going at it. I want to hear more.
Going at it. Yeah. So me and Jack aren't the first.
Don't make it a slash fic. Just a fanfic is fine. And thank you, Steve Day, for the $1 horse cockies. And yes,
Look at that cock on him. I should have such a cock.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, I'm just saying, you can go ahead and continue to submit to me because I'm awesome. I take all the donations and do so with a big smile on my face, or you can submit to these guys and we'll finally get to Horsecock. So
I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Or the full 150 to me, and then, boom, horsecock, am I right?
I mean, that's fine as well, I guess.
Which means just 100 to me, and then boom, horsecock.
That's fine. I'm all right with that. Yeah, if it's like split up between the three, as long as like we hit 150 either through one person, two people, or three people, I'm down with that.
Yeah, I understood.
Lady Monoceros says he was saying that DC was dangerous when it's actually AC. Thank you, Lady Monoceros.
Yeah.
Monocros.
See, I'm not the only one with difficulties.
Edison.
No. Franklin. In any case, Sinatra.
Getty Images.
Washington.
Sinatra, did you hear the olds?
The olds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the opposite of news.
Yeah, I've been told.
Oh.
Ben Franklin electrocuted a turkey. He didn't attempt. He fucking did it. He barbecued and executed the turkey all in one shot with an electrical shock at a barbecue in 1750.
It sounds like the turkey deserved it.
Well,
It does. Thank you. Fucking turkeys going around chatting shit. But here's the thing: like this came onto it bred the science of kinetic energy into thermal energy and how hard you would have to slap a chicken to cook it. He was the father of that argument.
Yeah. I guess. I read an article one time that somebody actually got funded to research. I'm going to have to go back and find it again on how it's physically impossible to tip a horse. Or cow. Cow tipping. That old joke.
Well, it depends on the service.
Not gratuity. I mean leaning over till they fall.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the idea. Oh, we're drunk and we're out in the middle of nowhere. Sinatra, like you in the Midwest. You must have done this as a teenager.
No.
No cornfields around?
Well, there are, but I feel like maybe Cleveland shouldn't be seen as a Midwest city.
I don't think Chicago should either, but, there you go. I don't understand the entire Midwest concept personally, but whatever. It's like how they don't call California the South when it's clearly the South. And it's like, well, that's not what we meant. We meant the colonial South. Yeah, but that's not what you said. It's just say racist. That's what you mean.
Oh my God, content.
I was waiting for somebody to follow up on that. I guess not. Well, just crickets it is. And you don't even have crickets in the UK. You shouldn't be able to steal our insect sounds.
We have crickets in the UK.
No, you don't.
No, you have cricket.
Is that what I meant? We do have crickets in the UK.
It's not the same thing. That's hitting
I've seen them.
That's hitting a baseball with a fucking boat oar. That's not the same thing.
It's a cricket ball for one. The thwack of leather on willow, you don't understand. But we do have crickets. Look, listen.
That's a recording of an American cricket. You're appropriating it.
No, it's not.
Wrong.
You can tell because the accent. It's different.
My God, in heaven. All right. A little hypocrisy news here. As soon as this story loads, it's load. There it is. Teachers union boss who fought to keep schools closed is caught on video dropping his kid off at an in-person preschool. Motherfucker.
Oh, I see. Sorry, that headline is not the most in-person school. It took me a second, but yeah, what a cunt! Fucking hell.
Fucking scumbag.
Oh, yeah.
So this guy, I actually watched videos where he's up in the Zoom meetings going, we need to protect children, and the only way to have children be safe is to not, blah, blah. We need to keep the schools closed because he's a senior member of the teachers union. But
we covered this on Tucker last night.
Yeah? This very guy?
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't catch Tucker. Otherwise, I would have yeeted this story.
Look, I don't want to be that guy,
right?
but are you noticing something?
I know.
Yeah.
I am noticing the.
I think he owns a bank. You tell him Steve Dave threw $1 saying, if you think about it, the animal crime wave is really bad as it is, referring to the Hitler art school thing from earlier. Could you imagine the world? That was a full stop there. If that turkey lived back then, Ben Franklin saved us from Turkey Hitler. Think about that. Hitler? Shit. You could be onto something there, Steve Dave.
So,
Thank you for the $1.
What's your problem with the red bag he's carrying? Is that what you noticed?
It's just
Full of gold.
Is it that black fabric mask that isn't really doing
No,
anything to
it's the
stop
mask.
COVID?
It's the mask. It looks like it's carrying stuff a little too heavy for him.
Like
And it's not quite the
covering
right shade of red.
a certain visage, if you will. It's covering. Is that what you're getting?
Yeah,
at?
I mean, there's a little bit of a tent on the face.
Yeah, I understand. I think I get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting that this guy is willing to be that kind of dick, and then just so blatantly, hey, not my kid though.
Yeah.
Mr. Jutato head.
It was subtle right up until then. Oh well. Moving on to other scumbags. I love this article opinion piece over at the New York Post. How is Chris Cuomo still on the air at CNN? Well, that question asks it all,
It's a very
doesn't it?
simple process, actually. He turns up at the studio, sits in front of the camera, they press the button.
But
It's very simple.
Well, she raises her particular basis for asking this question in the first line. Is there a bigger joke in broadcast news than Chris Cuomo?
Have you seen the AAA meeting?
We are not broadcast
I would
news,
say
my friend.
Don Lemon.
It's tough, man. That's a tough call. Who's worse? I mean, Lemon isn't nearly as stupid as Cuomo. Like, Cuomo's like full-on Fredo. Lemon's conniving, Like, which is worse? Meathead or Lemonhead?
Lemonhead?
I don't know. I didn't have nothing. I'm medicated.
Yeah.
No, villain from Adventure Time or something.
What's that guy's name? Lemon Grab.
I was gonna go for fucking Meathead or Given Head, but I didn't want to make it a lame gay joke, and nothing else came. Leave me alone, fucking drunkle.
Especially right after the last one. You don't want to put those two side by side.
Yeah.
This is a bigoted podcast.
According to one Darren Malcop,
Darren
Long. That was his last name.
He don't play.
So St. Michael says Cuomo's worse. It's a tough call. I mean, listen, honestly, it's all three of them because somehow we're leaving out Anderson Cooper. I don't know why that guy always gets a pass when people are being like, fuck CNN. Fuck him too, man.
Yeah, no, Glanderson Pooper's not great.
Oh my God. I mean, ultra rich multimillionaire from a top 1% of the 1% fucking family, constantly talking about oppression and the downtrodden. And I mean, fuck this guy 6 ways from Tuesday. And you with your fucking theories that everyone's glowing. That son of a bitch interned at the CIA.
Oh yeah, he is fucking radiant.
It sounded like a compliment more than anything, didn't it?
Yeah, are you trying to say he's pregnant? I mean, he did just have a child not too long ago, but I don't think that way.
Well, he didn't, but
well, he was in receipt of a child.
I mean, I think you mean to say he received he received a child from unknown means.
Put it down on his Nike fucking corporate credit card.
No, he had a corporate credit card. That guy just pays in pure liquid cash with the money he's got. Oh, and it's just the most. At least I'll give this to Chris Cuomo because there's not much I'm willing to give to that thyroid monkey guy.
Whoa!
What? Are you trying to tell me that guy isn't using some kind of performance enhancing something or other, or has a thyroid problem? Have you seen him and his obsessive workout routines? It's a little weird.
I don't want to say the problem I had there because I don't want to get your stream taken down as well.
Have you seen his chicken legs?
No, I haven't.
That's less racist.
What? He's what? You call adrenaline junkie? People that are shooting steroid monkeys? What? What's the problem?
Nothing.
Don't make something out of it that's not there. That's how channels get needed.
Your channel. You're gonna get yeeted if you go around calling people thyroid monkey guys.
This is fucking hell.
Great. Where's your backing track? Where's your backing track, Polly?
Oh yeah, where is my backing track? That's a great question. For Christ's sake. Lazy ass fucking band I hired to play in the background, not doing shit.
Right? Been on lunch for fucking hours now.
That's what happens in 1942 when they get the reefer in them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, it's getting closer.
Yeah, man. You get ready for
Things
a
do that.
dodge.
It's all right. It'll start getting further away in a moment.
I'm just about to drive through my fucking living room.
All right. In
Have
any
you got
case,
rails going through your living room?
Fucking
this
close
lady
enough.
just goes on and on because, like, this isn't a legitimate news story. But if it was over at the Washington Post, this would have been a news story. They just would have stuck in a single source and just went, "Oh, according to unknown sources, there it's a news story." This is just a full-on opinion piece over here at New York Post. But she goes into it saying, how ridiculous it is. He says now he can't cover his brother, Andrew Cuomo, because it's a conflict of interest. You don't say. Apparently, there's no such conflict arose when Chris constantly hosted his brother during the height of the pandemic, tastelessly turning the nightly news show into the Cuomo Brothers Variety Hour. Yeah. The governor took time out of his daily schedule consisting of daily ego baths dressed up as at a press conference to talk about his leadership while allegedly sexually harassing at least one young employee, eugenically shunting old people with COVID into nursing. Eugenically. Wow. That's
I'm sensing some bias in this writing.
well, it is an opinion piece, but I have never heard anyone turn eugenics into a verb. That's adverb.
Oh, eugenically.
Yeah, adverb.
Yeah.
And certain death to answer hard-hitting questions, accusations such as these posed by his little brother. Quote, "No matter how hard you're working, there's always time to call mom. She wants to hear from you." And I remember when they had the argument over who knew the recipe to the family tomato sauce. On the the most watched
I
show
heard
on CNN. Literally.
I heard that they banned him
From tomato sauce?
back on CNN.
Who?
Andrew.
Andrew Cuomo? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sure. Just like creepy porn lawyer. It's, everyone's advantageous until they're not. And then, fuck, what do you mean? We never had him on. What are you talking about? Moving on. Hey, yeah, fuck Trump. Am I right?
Are you?
No, I mean, answer
Yes.
the question.
Yes. Oh, I don't like asking questions I answer for myself. That's just poor form, man. Okay. Very sad. At least 13 dead after truck slams into SUV carrying 25 near U.S.-Mexico border.
Wait. Hold on.
Yeah, I dissect that one. Break it apart, unpack it, think it over.
That is the
How
worst quote ever. Very sad.
Mm-hmm.
how did 25 people
Uh-huh.
fit
Into
in
an
a
SUV.
Ford Expedition?
Uh-huh.
You got to stack them.
Well, they were all Mexican nationals.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a sound pad for really makes you think something? I don't know.
I do, actually. Let me pull it up.
He actually does. Yeah.
I know.
I mean,
That's what I was aiming for.
Really makes you think.
Yeah. So there were 25 individuals near the U.S.-Mexico border packed into an SUV that's meant to, carry 6? Is there seatbelts for 6 in an
I
expedition?
like. Wait, okay. So that's smaller than I thought it was. I like how. I like how it says Mexican nationals and not illegal immigrants.
I didn't even stop to think
Well,
about
I
that,
mean,
but,
They didn't actually make it over the border. I think they're only illegal immigrants once they make it over the border.
Oh God, St. Michael, Mexican Tetris. Jesus. I mean,
God.
this is like a 1950s Joe College prank. How many people can we fit inside of a Volkswagen? You know what I mean?
25.
Joe College tends to be a little bit bigger than your average Mexican national, so no, they could never get that high.
This sounds like the setup to the worst clown car joke ever.
I know. And listen,
Oh,
honestly,
there you
it's,
go, Rock on the Wolf. It was a clown car. Right on time.
I would say that where are the Democrats, especially your AOCs and your others virtue signaling elected officials, turning a tragedy into a reason to it? It's like, and it's because of this that, look at the lengths that people are going to and so on and so forth, because it's just like it explains the lengths that people are going to. It's not a story that can be easily taken advantage of and spun, so they pretend that it's not happening, and there's 13 dead people, so they're kind of like, I don't really want to touch that one. That's a third rail.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
I don't want to I don't want to get too far into this because I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I'm just gonna put it out there. It's actually surprising and fortunate, really, that only 13 of them died. I mean, when you got that many people packed in that tight, look at the damage to the truck.
Well, there was a lot of cushioning.
Fuck. Like you said, it's my channel, so let's just have fun. Okay, moving on. Drone carrying kilo of meth crashes on roof near U.S.-Mexico border.
Now that is a tragedy.
Look at the baggie on the side of it. Isn't that adorable? Robotic drug trafficking. Now, there's no problem on the southwest border. What do you mean? That's all racism. It's just angry Republicans, am I right? Border Patrol agents in the California city of San Diego seized a drone that was being used to smuggle drugs. Chief Patrol Agent Aaron, whatever the fuck, tweeted that the device had crashed onto the roof of a business in the district of San Ysidro, close to the border with New Mexico. I love it. That's inventive drug dealers. It could totally carry the weight. No, you should have read the instructions. It had a half kilo payload maximum. You jackass. Thank you, the Broken Baller, for the $1. So since my comments keep getting deleted, fuck these illegal assholes. That is all. Oh. Well, all right.
Shit. Yeah.
But we don't know that they were illegal. They might have just been visiting friends.
They all had the same friend.
It's still an extended family, perhaps? I don't know. Here's one for Drunkle, because I can see him doing something like this. Snoop Dogg left Twitch live streaming for 7 hours after he rage quit Madden.
I'm not big on the rage quitting.
Well,
I prefer to see things through,
Snoop Dogg has left the chat. What began for the 49-year-old quote-unquote icon. Come on, man. Just 49-year-old still trying to bring in money from the image I had when I was 20. To sit back, chill.
I mean, the man's rich, like incredibly, incredibly rich.
Okay.
I don't know, like how much money he's still how much money he needs to bring in.
Okay. The name of the stream was Sit Back, Relax, and Chill. He played for an entire 14 minutes before being heard to say, "Look at this shit, fuck," and then getting up and walking out of the room. The stream continued for the next 7 hours without him there because he forgot to turn the stream off.
What were the views?
Not bad, because a whole bunch of people
12.
tuned in to see him.
To see him not there.
Yeah. But when the stream,
yeah.
And what kills me is like a whole bunch of music's playing, right? And so people were tuning into a stream radio station. They're tuning into, his Spotify playlist, whatever, right?
FM.
Yeah, I'm. Why? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this man. That.
Why do you see me doing something like this? Is the bigger question here.
Because you're the only one here who has ever streamed with nobody there for like an hour.
Yeah, that did happen. All right, that's fine.
So, is this? You got all these people. I was watching AP stream last night, and he accidentally muted himself a few times, and the Bomer explosion comments in chat, right? I mean, do you think that Snoop Dogg, pothead, 49 years old, burned out of his mind, not nearly rich as Drunkle thinks he is?
49?
Yeah, he's 49.
Yeah, that's what I can't get my head around. Because
I
he
thought
looks
he was
at
like
least 60.
70.
Right?
Dude isn't even fit so much for black don't crack. That motherfucker looks like a mummy.
He really does. Because he was always a skinny fucking guy, and so now he just looks absolutely emaciated, that his skin has become like stretch wrapped to his bones, It's, yeah.
Weird though, isn't it? Because as you get older, you generally get fatter. As you get richer, you get fatter.
Again,
What the
I don't know,
fuck,
man.
Snoop?
This guy is not as mega fucking rich as you keep attributing to him. I mean, I'm not saying he's broke at all, but he's not fucking Jeff Bezos. Horny Animal, thank you for the $5. Love the stream and keep up the great work. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's not like I get any affirmation from Drunkle over here. Miserable.
And we just discovered why.
Moving on. Is that what we're going to do? Mumble cuss at each other? Biden removes mention of Dr. Seuss from Read Across America Day.
I'll say what I said on Twitter. It's because Jill was jealous that Dr. Seuss was more of a doctor than her.
Oh,
Wow,
shit.
nice. I did not see that. Excellent. Well done.
Love it.
Yeah. Whew.
You get affirmation, Sinatra.
Thank you.
His presidential proclamation, Biden noted that for many Americans, the path to literacy begins with story time in their school classroom, except for the bigoted, racist bullshit that apparently comes through green eggs and ham.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of because he was Dr. Seuss was still working through like World War II, wasn't he? And there was a lot of anti-Japanese sentiment and everything at that time. So I don't think you can really get surprised that people who were around during World War II are kind of racist. It's that Bill Burr thing, isn't it? It's just like, how are you surprised? I'm surprised he didn't say more shit about it. And Biden should know this because he was like fucking 60 at the time.
Yeah.
He was there. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's very, very strange to start cancelling people off of. I mean, the tweets that were 10 years ago, that's weird. But what's even weirder is when you're at war with another country. Not just that, but like America was also bad for perpetuating these things as well. Like, because you want to dehumanize the enemy during war, don't you? And that's exactly what they did. There was a lot of anti-American sentiment in Japan at the time as well. I mean, there was bound to be fucking political fucking propaganda around that as well. Don't trust the fucking light skins and shit like that, you know? So it's really weird that during wartime, you can do something and get cancelled for it now. Especially when your country had your back in going, yeah, this guy's completely right. Look at these evil fuckers. They must be stopped.
Yeah. No, I hear you. It's, Word 5 says, did they ever say why it was racist? Yeah, in the next article here, we're going to talk about that in a second. But Dr. Kiev says, Obama praised Dr. Seuss, calling him the best teacher who encourages empathy. Oh, yeah, you know who else encourages him? Why, Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris's tweet about Dr. Seuss resurfaces amid racial controversy. There's the Chinese boy. This is the racist part right here. Okay, like one amongst like several, but this is as bad as it gets. I've seen all of them, from the canceled 6 books that are no longer acceptable with the modern woke mob. And this is the most egregious of the images. And if you've seen the guy from the University of Kansas, who is I love that he describes himself this way, one of the foremost experts on Dr. Seuss. He's a professor. Yeah, I'm
A
serious.
Seussologist.
Yeah, he's a professor of literature at the University of Kansas. And he says, and I'm flipping through these books and some of the lesser known ones. And what do I see? And this is quoting him now. I see a Chinaman eating with sticks.
That's what they do.
No. Listen again. A Chinaman eating with sticks.
Just sticks, okay? Just sticks. Got it.
But then, like, surely, like, he saw someone with that tone skin eating with sticks and he went, huh, Chinaman. Like, the racism's on you there,
That's
buddy.
what, okay. Chinaman isn't exactly, are you guys fucking with me?
No, I completely understand what you're saying. A Chinaman eating with sticks.
Like, and he's trying to say this is why this needs to be gotten rid of. He goes, take a look at the Negroes eating over here, the Negroes doing whatever. It's terrible.
Dark Resurrect for a Buck said they canceled Dr. Seuss because of racial stereotypes in his books. So when do we get to cancel Marx? He had several untoward stereotypes of Jews and black people in his.
Oh, yes, he did. Oh,
Indeed.
yes, he did. I mean, it can go after every English writer, shit.
Tap harder, you'll think of it.
Author of, those are snaps. Call of Cthulhu and,
Lovecraft.
Lovecraft. Yeah.
H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah, got to cancel Lovecraft. That guy with his eugenics views and he's racist as hell and blah, blah, blah. And that shouldn't be available in schools and so on. And
Eugenically writing books.
Well,
Well, no, I think it was more the name of his cat, but
No, there's the story about, fuck, I read it back in like middle school. It was the one with the fish people, and there was all sorts of like racial overtones in terms of like different groups and their evolutionary status and ranking and so forth. I forget, very foggy memory of it. But somebody was telling me later on, you ever read that story? I'm like, yeah. He goes, that's one of the big ones that woke people point at as being problematic. All right, whatever. I really just don't see the problem. Like, let's say you were to draw a British person, right? And they've got like the beef eater hat on and they're running with a cup of tea. I mean, it's...
Shadow over Innsmouth.
Is that the story that I was mentioning?
The fish one, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Would there be a big problem with that, Drunkle? The beef eater hat and the cup of tea? Like, basically stereotypically identifying characteristics to
Well, here's the thing. I mean, stereotypes are based in truth.
I mean, he doesn't look ridiculous or
personally-
goofy or stupid or problematic. He's wearing traditional, like very historical, traditional Chinese garb, and he's eating with chopstick. What's the fucking problem?
I mean, that's the same that like an American, in our eyes, would be portrayed as, you know, in one of those fucking things that you ride around Walmart, insanely fat, and firing a gun into the air.
I'm surprised why didn't you just say cowboy? Did you have to, motherfucker?
Well, because that's not, you don't get cowboys all around America, but you do get people like that all around America. It's not like everyone over here's a fucking beef eater.
It's not like everybody around there isn't a brawling meathead at a fucking soccer game, but I didn't mention that one either.
Well, why didn't you just say that? That's our cowboy.
No, that's not your
You should try for a better stereotype.
No
But then
shit.
you look at, you know, the stereotype is going to be for a Brit, shit teeth, pasty white skin, probably looking a bit malnourished. And, you know, these things are based in truth. These stereotypes are based in truth. So it's up to you if you want to get offended by it. But it is based in something that the rest of the world has recognized.
Yeah. Credible Threat says Mobility Mary has guns. No! Good for you. That's a rarefied internet reference. I don't want to see Mobility Mary with guns, man. She just, yeah. You don't want to be on the sidewalk when she's rolling.
Right?
Let's see.
She'll kneecap you just to fucking do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me, get out of my... Bang! Like, you know, that she's not going to be saying it too many times.
You get one warning, and you have a very short period of time afterward.
Reese is making chocolate-free all peanut butter cups.
Ooh!
Is this exciting or stupid?
You want that covered in chocolate, really, though, don't you?
I want to try it and then okay. Here's where my fat
I want to see a
kid
video
comes
of
out.
somebody dipping these in chocolate. Like, just defeating,
I am gonna
defeating the whole
buy-
point. I want it.
I'm gonna buy a pack of these and then 2 packs of regular Reese's, and then just stack them like Oreos.
Reese's?
You know, that's not an entirely crazy idea.
Reese's? It's not like Reese's Pieces, is it? It's
Like, you'd be able to create your own double stuffed Reese's cups.
Yeah.
That's not bad, actually.
No, it's not. And that is the first thing that popped into mind.
Because I loved making double stuffs and triple stuffs with Oreos when I was a kid, man. And I love myself some peanut butter cups. So hey,
Oh yeah.
Huh.
There you go. Now
All
you
right.
try it.
All right, great idea.
I
Okay.
only have good ideas.
I don't really have an article here. I've just got a fuck the Hill kind of commentary.
All right.
I hate that The Hill has this entire Changing America series. You know what Changing America is? Shared destiny, shared responsibility. And what are their various articles that they have? Well, they've got respect, equality, diversity plus inclusion, accessibility and poverty, sustainability, climate change, energy, infrastructure, environment, resilience, natural disasters, refugees and smart cities, enrichment, education, arts and culture, well-being, prevention and cures. Like, you get the idea. Opinion, and then an entire section on...
sounds like communism to me.
An entire section on Black Lives Matter, and this is all over at Just the Hill. It's an entire separate section that they've set up and assigned writers to and editors to. This is them seeing the 1619 Project over at the New York Times and saying, me too.
Now, my question is, who is the responsibility aimed at? Because we know who it's definitely not going to be aimed at.
Of course,
So
Me?
we know who the victimhood is
is it?
named at. You just have to read through some of the articles and you'll find it out real quick.
Yeti 13 for $1.50 said put some Nutella in there. I'm not a big Nutella fan.
Oh, I'm okay with the hazelnuts. I can, yeah.
I'm not big on it.
Drunkle, weigh in here.
Yeah, we call it Nutella
Nutella.
because it contains nuts, not newts.
Okay, you're an asshole, but that was funny.
hazelnuts.
Like, you know. Okay, yeah.
I do like a Nutella because not only is it the superior spread when it comes to the likes of chocolate spread, it's made of hazelnuts, and that's very tasty. But also, once you finish the jar, clear it out. You got a whiskey glass, fucking banging.
Pretty goddamn giant whiskey glass. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm like the little because I'm just a floating head. I'm not getting like the family size thing.
Oh, you're getting a little like get up and go picnic size. Okay,
Yeah. When I went to Amsterdam though, they would do because they're huge on waffles over there. Pussy weed and waffles. So it's a very, very interesting smell as you walk around the red light district. And they had these huge jars of Nutella because Nutella on waffles, and then they'd warm it up for you when you're like fucking baked out of your face. Oh, fuck yeah, I'm having one of those. And they actually had Nutella stools in the shape of big jars and shit like that you could sit on. It's really cool.
Have you ever had a fluffernutter, Runkle?
There was that time I worked on a porn set, but other than that, no.
I have never stopped to think about right now how, wow. No, it's a sandwich, man.
Did you just admit to sucking dick?
As a
no, there are other jobs you can do on a porn set,
Yeah, fluffers don't necessarily suck. They just got to keep the actors hard. So, Drunkle just did that part.
Okay.
Apparently.
Bluff, no nut. Chaos Cakes throws $1 saying, "No, Drunkle, you were the chosen one. Nutella is vile."
I'll be right back. I gotta piss.
All right. Well, the other American's leaving, so I won't be able to tell you. All right, doesn't matter. Vol Potato, thank you for the $1, and thank you for posting all of our links in chat, by the way. You do good work, sir. I really find it funny.
Lord's work.
Damn right. I really find it funny that most of the people that they say they are racist. What?
Crimson Witch and Dying are the best I've ever had.
I find it really funny that most of the people that they say that are so racist in the past were actually some of the most liberal people of their time period that they lived in. Oh yeah. Well, it's like so many people pointed out, many people before myself. It's it's not about any particular issue or any particular group or anything like that. It's about telling people what to do. Because if you break them up on a given issue and say, like, you're focused on this one thing, don't you realize that A, B, C, and they're like, okay, well, how about trans rights then? Like, it's moving from subject to subject. It's just about standing on the top of a moral mountain and pointing their fucking finger at something and saying, do what I say and say the words that I want you to and fall in line. It's an authoritarian thing. It's not really I hear you, Vol Potato. It's like, they actually were liberal and they're willing to anachronistically judge people way out of their time period, constantly suggesting that every one of their policies that are racist as hell need to be contextualized, but not willing to contextualize any of the historical examples that they bring up. Drunkle, what do you think?
Very true. No, I'm completely agreeing with you there, which is exactly what I was saying about Dr. Zeus and his how he represented people of different races in the time period that he was working with. It's very, very easy to look at the past through the modern lens or with the modern gaze. But then if you're going to do that, then you also have to contextualize it as well. Back to Bill Burr. He was going on about, was it fucking... he was the fucking Pilgrim, the cowboy
John
actor.
Wayne.
Yeah.
John Wayne, there you go. And it was his interview in the fucking 1960s Playboy. And people like last year were going, can you believe he said that? Bill Burr's going, this guy was alive during World War I. I'm surprised he didn't say more shocking shit. But no, yeah, you're completely right. It's a lot easier to get offended than it is to understand why people were like that then.
And oh man,
and we've been living through a time of peace. Fucking your parents didn't know that their parents didn't know.
Yeah, that's
and the quality of life is so high and everything that we can complain about these things. Otherwise, it would be complaining about, God, this line for the bread is very long.
No, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine last night, and I'm making a point to her, and she was like, I never thought about it that way, because she herself made the point that I find it odd to contemplate that people that are living below the poverty line anywhere in the Western world, U.S., Britain, Canada, Australia, are like in the top 1% of the world in quality of life. And it's like, yeah, That's how fucking good things are and how accessible goods are and how accessible clean waters. And it's been like that for so fucking long. No wars for so fucking long that people, there's the opportunity to complain about shit like this. It breeds this kind of stupidity. I'm not making an argument. And she goes, what does that mean? We need a war every now and then? I'm like, no, I don't think so at all. I think it just allows an opportunity for people that want to start authoritarian bitch fests a wedge to get in.
Yeah. I think we need a bit of perspective now and then, and it just so happens that war brings that.
Yeah, it's clarifying. I'll give you that. See, that's what I worry about, right? Like, one of my favorite, we were talking about World War II earlier, right? And I'm not trying to blow rainbows in your direction. I'd say this, whether or not there was a Brit here. One of my favorite parts of the World War II, story, epic details is the 2 years Britain fought basically alone. Because that's the stiff upper lip that I like to hear about right there. I mean, the RAF doing the bombings of London and dealing with it. Okay, let's go to the underground tunnels because this is what we have to do, and we'll share our rations, and holy fuck, they stood up to the whole of the fucking Nazi war machine by themselves, and it's
during the Blitz and everything, right? And you go into the underground tunnels and shit like that. And I was just like, okay, yeah, no, that's fine. That's something we know about. Something that I never really considered was as soon as that was over, people just went to work the next day.
Right. I didn't think about that. It's like, all right, off to
you'd
work.
be like, I'm going to have a day off. Because I was terrified all the night. Now we need you in. You can't come in. No one else called in sick. Steve had his leg blown off and he showed up early. Get into the office, for God's sake.
Ollie,
yes.
Looking at you.
What? I see
if Steve can get his leg blown off, what's your fucking...
You showing up late?
I was on time today. It's a new leaf that's been turned over, goddammit.
He does. I do swell with pride whenever it's one particular photo. It was when Britain went to the rest of the world and said, like, look, they've just invaded Poland. This is only going to go fucking worse from here. We got to do something about it. And everyone went, nah, we'll be all right. And it's a picture of a lone soldier on the cliffs of Dover with his fists raised to the sky, saying, "Very well, at it alone." So it's like, right, we're still doing it. We're still doing it. Even you ain't got a back, it don't matter. We're still fucking doing it.
Yeah. On the beaches, on the shore. And Churchill summarizes it so fucking perfectly. I mean, so those things, and I think about that in comparison to today with the whole Brexit deal that was going down. And you've got all of these fucking millennial punks walking around with their faces painted up with the EU flag saying, I'm a European. And what would happen if Britain were attacked today? Like, would they all be like hightailing it to the mainland, to the continent rather, to be like, oh well, no, that's not my war, that's that's the straight white males causing another war, I'm not part of this?
Probably.
Jesus, I don't know. I mean, the modern war is very different as well. I've just put the link to that picture in the sidebar on the thingy.
Oh yes, there it is
on the Hangout.
Yep. Actually want to take a look here.
So it's quite a powerful image for me. But then that's obviously I know a lot more about my own history than and it does not good and patriotic. I'm just like, fuck yeah.
Okay, but
fuck yeah.
Okay, I hear you. And the thing about Revolutionary War, I'm a big buff for that time period. The late colonial Revolutionary War, early Republic period of the United States, and it. Yeah, you talk about like, you start reading the writings of the time and the pamphlets and so on, and it makes you want to like, get your musket and fucking bayonet an Englishman. Like you swell with pride. No offense, Trumpel.
My favorite bit is like the assumption that everyone just has a musket with a bayonet. Like, standard issue shit.
You don't?
Hell no. We got potato peelers up in this bitch.
Oh.
Sancho Panza threw $2 6 minutes ago saying, I didn't know Dr. Seuss was written in World War II. Now I understand the book ban. As a kid, I always loved Horton Hears a... Oh, God. It's meant to be who? Followed by In the Attic. For God's sake, Sancho Panza. But then, I mean, this is exactly what it is, isn't it, with Dr. Seuss? It is banning books, which is as bad as burning. And it's always the liberals fucking years ago when, like, Catcher in the Rye was banned. because someone got murdered because some psycho went, oh yeah, I read that was my inspiration. They banned that. It was all the liberals going, why the fuck are you banning that? It was all the liberals going, oh, we should ban that.
It's weird how that changes.
There's a picture, by the way,
Weird.
chat that Drunk was talking about. Very well alone. Yeah, that's pretty fucking hardcore. That's
Oh man, I love it. I'm just like, oh yeah, let's get my musket and bayonet.
And everyone's after you for the Dr. Zeus thing. Jupiter had no doctorate.
Dark Resurrect for $1. While I do not wish for another global conflict, peacetime has bred a culture of complacency in the West. That's
Yes.
the whole hard men, good times, soft men, et cetera.
Yeah, that whole cycle of things. I don't know if I buy into that, but God, I'm tempted to. You know what I mean? It's like I think about things, and it's like two examples come up, and it gives me like optimism that no, it's not as bad as all that. All the millennials are gonna like run for cover, and no, I don't want any part of this. And you say warfare is different today. Well, let's look at some like more modern wars. The largest single military buildup, voluntary military buildup in world history is in Canada. Like, wait, what? Yeah, after the bombing of Pearl Harbor, hundreds of thousands of young Canadian men volunteered because their neighbor had been attacked. Fuck this, we're going to war.
Yeah.
For like, per capita, I mean. Like the largest per capita military voluntary buildup in world history was after Pearl Harbor got bombed in Canada.
I'm willing to bet that it as soon as it happened, it would be like, oh, the white men can handle this.
That's what I'm saying.
This is their fight.
Like I get it. Canada had as 10 times less population than the United States and a much smaller population then, but still hundreds of thousands of fucking men. That's amazing. And you always hear these stories about American soldiers, so get more modern, Vietnam War, right? Of burning draft cards and I'm going to Canada because I'm not going to a bullshit war to fight communism and it's not real and blah blah blah. Okay, there were more Canadians that crossed the border to volunteer for the Marines than there were Americans that went to Canada to escape the draft.
See,
so that, I mean,
now,
those kind of things give me a little bit of optimism that it's not going to be as bad as I fear that it might be. Were a war to come, where it could be hashtag no draft, like immediately they'd all be Twitter slacktivating about it. You know what I mean? Like
slacktivating.
Yeah.
I like
See,
it.
now I my first thought would be a lot of the it's not mine, I don't want to do it, blah blah blah, even though you are an American, whether you like it or not. But some of the most sensitive people I have ever met in my life were people that had literally no issues growing up. Like they've never had a parent like split on them. They've never lost, like they had the most privileged of privileged lives. And they're the most sensitive people I know. So I do honestly believe that hard times make hard people.
Well, I mean, that's just true. I don't think it's a matter of belief. That's true. Hardship.
Yeah.
It hardens you up, makes you hardy.
And it
tests your metal.
It does test your metal. And it's like back then you got stiff upper lip, Britain, right? You got Canada doing all this stuff right there on on D-Day. I'm trying to remember the names of the particular beach. There was Dog, there was help me out here, Sinatra. What one of the beachheads because it was British, Canadian, and American troops on the D-Day invasion of France, right? And they all had and Canadians were right there too. British were right there too. Everyone was more metal back in the day.
The only one I know is Omaha.
Omaha Beach. I can't remember
another image for you.
All right, I can't remember the names of like all the beachheads because there were like I don't even know 8, 9 of them. I'm definitely not a World War II details guy in terms of. There's people that can name off the individual. Well, that uniform's not quite correct. They actually wore that medal on the upper side of their epaulette. Was it Juno Beach?
Oh, Juno, Omaha, Utah, Gold, and
okay.
I can't remember the other one.
That we were
Only took a
we
couple
were
of
at
seconds.
Juno, and it's like there you go. And it's like, and in the modern era, what does Canada have? Fucking Justine Trudeau. In the modern era, what does America have? Oh, everything's bigoted, everything's racist, America's origin is problematic. What does Britain have? Well, we need to stay part of this international European superstate and allow every mass immigration proposal to go through. What the
I mean, you
fuck?
say that, don't you? But actually, the majority of people voted against that.
Brexit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I call it the referendum. I think the worst thing to come out of that was the word Brexit, to be honest.
No, the worst thing to come out of that was Mexit, but that's a different story.
I prefer Portugal. Check out that photo I fucking sent you. This is exactly what we were chatting about, though. Fucking hard times create hard people. And this is a prime example of, it was in 1940, a man, after all that, just going about his job. And it's a weird juxtaposition, but it's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, we had these people then. Now we have people who are like, words are literally violence.
Oh, the milkman. Oh, I've seen this picture before. Yeah.
It is a milkman after a London bombing, 1940. I don't know if it was the Blitz or whatever. Next day, people need their fucking cornflakes, bruh. This hard times create hard people. You look at the fucking Spartans. They were constantly at war. And they were the hardest people in fucking history.
Mm-hmm. There we go. There's our man. Look at him. Calm as can be. Got his milkman jacket on, too. Like,
people want their cups of tea, Stanley. There was a bombing last night. They're gasping.
Yeah, somebody said Aussies were in it, too. Yeah, like, fucking... I would not have known about Anzac Day if I hadn't been friends with Far. And she's telling me about their battle at... See, she's going to kill me for not knowing the details because she went all over it. They have this specialized day for their heroic warfare, but now it's all problematic and we shouldn't celebrate this because really it was just a bunch of cis straight white men going to war against other straight cis white men for their colonialist reasons and killing brown people. And Wow, I didn't mean to turn this into a gripe fest. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it happens. Normally it's on Friday.
What? Oh, why the fuck did I even bring this up? Okay, Changing America. Because it's the Hill's weak-ass version of the 1619 Project. We want an entire website project dedicated to only these woke issues. Yet the Hill is still trying to pretend, like every other half-ass news entertainment source out there, that we're unbiased and we're just doing journalism. No, you're not. No, you're not. We don't belong on Mars. We haven't landed on Earth yet. Okay, what kind of metaphorical bullshit
that
is that?
headline makes me more angry than it should.
Because it made me read the article just because what the fuck? And it's like an open letter. It's not a letter to Elon Musk. It's an open letter, jackass, unless you mailed it to him directly, you fucking idiot. An open letter to Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Richard Branson by Cyril Christo. And
Cyril?
Yeah.
Christo.
Cyril Christo.
I would not pain you reading this thing because it is the ponziest, most overwritten garbage. Let me just take a quick... Oh, an apocalyptically burning Australia, the melting Arctic and Antarctic, and scorched Amazon were the first salvos from Earth. The cries of the birth pangs of the sixth extinction are upon us.
How much money are they donating?
This motherfucker, like, you're writing like this is such a fucking turnoff. Who are you, Cyril? And I had to look him up. Who are you getting to write your opinion pieces over at Changing America, right? Oh, well, Cyril Christo is a writer, photographer, filmmaker, and animal rights activist who has spent all of his time making movies about animals.
Oh, wow.
And he's writing an open letter to Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk about, no, you shouldn't be doing stuff going to Mars because we're ruining the planet and the environment and blah, blah, blah.
That's why we're going to Mars, Cyril. Plus, you, right? You're a writer. You know, you've been writing on? Paper. Do you know where paper comes from? Trees, Cyril. Don't act like you're not to blame for any of this. As a writer, you've used more trees than I fucking have.
Yes.
I hate that headline as well. We haven't landed on Earth yet.
Yeah,
that suggests that we're aliens.
It is just the worst kind of overwrought, metaphorical, attempted poetic bullshit.
It's I'm a writer. Look at me. He really wants us to know that he's a writer. It's coming off of that. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's
Except
trying
coming
to do.
from a white guy called Cyril.
Yeah, attempting that level of oratory. And it's like, you're failing. You didn't even put a period at the end of your headline. You fuck up.
That's because it's an open letter.
No, it's not. It says right here. It's
Open.
just a letter. It's
Open letter means a run-on sentence.
It's an open sentence.
And who is it that said?
Oh boy.
Darren Root says, Polydub, there's a video that summarizes this. Watch, America isn't the best country anymore. Now, I don't know what's going on with that video, but I will oppose that idea. America is the best country. Even though it has its problems, it is based in individual liberty, which is the greatest thing that a nation could possibly be based upon. It has its problems, but it can be redirected with a change in national mindset. It's happened before. It can happen again. I remain optimistic. Patriotism really isn't that hard. Now, other countries that I got a fuck ton of respect for them, they got a lot further to go to base their entire society in the notions of individual liberty and personal sovereignty.
Liberty.
That was your fucking takeaway from what I just said?
Dude, when you start using American words like that, I just kind of go, oh, do you know, I think I'm going to have chicken tonight.
Get fucked. But
Nice
this,
peppercorn sauce
after
that I
all
wanna
the
try.
nice things that I said about Britain, too. Oh, fine. All right, we're going to move on to our titular article. It's not really our titular article, tits article.
It's just an article, isn't it?
It is just an article because I
Just an
choose to
article.
name my streams interesting things, but I was scolded for doing so. So
You weren't scolded. I'll scold you. You'll go and get scolded.
were I to have named the stream after something titular, it would have been this. BBC apologizes for interview with fake Cory Booker. Now, right away I laughed because I'm like, what the fuck? What did you do exactly? A Cory Booker impersonator
Oh my.
went and conducted an entire interview with a BBC correspondent, and they aired it believing that it was, in fact, Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey.
How did they fuck up that bad?
They are just that incompetent.
Oh, they've done that before. There was a guy turned up. I think he was talking about something completely different, but they brought him onto the news thinking that he was some fucking diplomat or something. And they asked him this question, and they introduced him, and you could see this guy live TV, right? You could see this guy just go like, "What? No!" And then they started asking these questions, and he just fucking rolled with it. God bless him. He said to the best of his ability, he started answering all these diplomatic questions and shit. He was the wrong guy. God bless him. BBC, completely inept.
I love
I mean, we all remember the fucking whole, they put out that job interview, which basically said whites need not apply. You know,
Yeah,
it was
absolutely.
black and minority ethnics only.
And also
I've not forgotten it.
paid
BBC.
for by your tax dollar.
Everything is paid, it's pounds. Everything is paid for in some way. Every single channel gets an annual grant from the government.
Buckshot Sancho. Sorry, Buckshot
Can anybody pronounce words? You guys are right. You
I'm
smell
having English
toast.
and difficult. Yeah, right? Shit.
Milton!
Buckshot Sancho. Donated $5, and I'm very appreciative to him for it. Fun fact, when a young John Wayne started working in Hollywood, 1927, 1928, 1929, he befriended a real-life, quote, Wild West gunfighter, and later based all of his, quote, cowboy acting, mannerisms, voice, speech, cadence, walk on his old friend. None other than Wyatt Earp.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You know Wyatt Earp only
doesn't-
died in 1921, I believe?
No.
Yeah. He lived...
As in fucking OK Corral?
Yeah, as in OK Corral, Marshall Earp. Yeah. No, he was never Marshall. That was his brother Virgil. He was...
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. He
Don't you mean
died...
Brother Marshall?
He died living in Los Angeles. He was a... that was after he had gone to Alaska for the gold rush and come back, and he was a consultant to movies because at the time they were already making Westerns.
Wow.
He lived long enough to see... And there's...
Sancho in the chat said 29.
29. Okay, fair enough. willing to stand corrected. It's even like longer than I thought. He was a great friend of an old radio cowboy show by the name of Tom Mix. He was a great friend of the guy, Tom Mix. Consulted with him about a whole bunch of his stuff. There's a fantastic photograph of an old Wyatt Earp sitting there with an electric fan beside him in his Los Angeles apartment. And it's just, what the
fucking hell?
Yeah. Talk about like
Divine
traversing
Petulant said I met
eras.
John Wayne when I was a kid. Did he said I was cute? So is that what happened? Is that why you look like a burn victim now?
Cancel John Wayne.
Damn.
Fucking, that is insane. I mean, America's got like one history, just a single history, a handful of history. Like that was fucking what? Fucking 101 years ago.
Well, yeah, we're a young nation.
Mm-hmm.
My God, yeah, I just didn't realize. I always made fun of you for being a young nation, but I didn't realize how young that Wyatt Earp was in the fucking 20th century. That is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It's nuts. You want to talk about weird? You got oh shit, the guy he gunslang with for a while. He wasn't there at Tombstone.
Doc Holliday?
No. John Holliday died in Colorado, actually, at a retreat for people suffering from tuberculosis.
In an Arby's. Because you've got one history.
What?
I think things are like, this is like some kind of fucking strange TV show where timelines are crossing and everything, and like people are meeting like fucking Queen Victoria and shit. She's just shopping in Morrison's. This is such a weird conversation.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
No.
1929. Jesus.
Bat Masterson is the guy's name. Bartholomew, but went by Bat Masterson. Was a gunslinger along with Wyatt Earp, and he was hired as a deputy when he was in, not Tombstone, the town he was in before that. I'm trying to remember the name, it's not coming to mind. But anyway.
Headstone.
Not bloody likely. But anyway, shot a lot of people, had the gunslinger attitude, did all of the things, and then moved to New York and became a sports writer. And it's like, wait a minute. That guy lived well to 1900, writing about sports, baseball, and stuff, walking around in a business suit, smoking cigars on the streets of New York, driving in a car. Bat Masterson, the gunslinger, the guy who rode horses and went on the revenge ride with Wyatt Earp to kill the people who had shot his brother.
Midlife crisis, man.
It's crazy. Some of those eras of the, it's interesting how far the Western era spread into the 1920s, 1930s. They were still having gunfights in Arizona in that time, well into the 20th century. Absolutely. Took a while for the West.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they have them down the street here. So.
Well, yeah, that's a little different, though. We're not talking about men shooting it out over cattle rustling. We're talking about dudes shooting it out over what was said over someone's boyfriend on Facebook, or Gordita.
That was the boyfriend, by the way, Gordita.
Anyway, to finish this story off, BBC's statement on the matter, that you interviewed a fake Cory Booker and were so completely incompetent as researching and journalists, you just put it on air. Quote, in our NewsHour radio program on Friday, a man claiming to be Senator Cory Booker was interviewed in what appears to be a deliberate hoax, the BBC wrote. In what it called a correction and apology. Quote, we have apologized to Senator Booker and are looking into what went wrong to make sure it doesn't happen again. Well, fire all your fucking editors to begin with. I mean, that has to be a sea change, game changing level of fuck upness. Oh no, right. We're in the modern era of news entertainment and nothing matters because we just delete the post and move on. And what are you talking about? Credibility is irrelevant, gentlemen.
Yeah. It does not matter. It literally doesn't matter what the source is, who it comes from.
No.
If you spout bullshit, you're going to be called out on it.
Uh-huh.
I'm a big fan of when like big fucking corporations or big fucking people, should I say, fuck up. Like, do you remember what was it, Nelson Mandela's funeral? And they got a guy to come in and do the fucking sign language for it, but it turns out they hired someone who didn't know sign language.
Shut up.
So he just made it up on the spot.
I've never heard that. Is that true?
Yeah, I remember that.
Fucking hilarious.
I've never fucking that. I've got to look into that. That's too. So I want to see video of it because I want to see how made up it looks. You know what I mean?
It's so made up. okay, for after the stream, I found you. Actually, I'll throw it in the chat for everyone as well. Of what was on about the BBC interviewing the wrong guy. I've got that one. I throw that in the chat if anyone is so inclined to have a look at it. Fucking brilliant.
Really quick, Sancho, thank you very much. It was Dodge City because, of course, the phrase "get the fuck out of Dodge." Because if you're gonna come into Dodge carrying guns, no, I run this town. Wyatt Earp was as much a gangster as he was a lawman. That's what you come to realize. It was the old West, man. It was a frontier. A lot of the so-called outlaws were more upright people than the law enforcers.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the Nelson Mandela funeral for those who want to watch it. Honestly,
hold on.
These are both gold.
I'm copying the link myself. I want to see it too.
Oh, you're gonna fucking love them, both of them.
Okay, paste there. Got it for later. Okay,
enjoy.
I was yakking. Okay, you got two of them. What are they? The second one's the actual funeral?
The first one was the BBC interview where they got the guy wrong and he still fucking tried to roll with it.
Okay.
And the second one was the Nelson Mandela funeral with the guy who doesn't know how to sign.
Sweet. I want to watch both. That's great. Again, credibility just doesn't matter anymore. It's irrelevant. Like, how can Rachel Maddow talk about Trump Russia for 2 fucking years straight, claiming to be a preeminent researcher? I'm a Rhodes Scholar. Listen to me while I give you all this evidence, and it all turns out to be a big nothing. And she moves on like nothing happened. And nobody questions it because credibility doesn't matter anymore. It's irrelevant. It kind of sucks, but there we are. All right, Gentlemen, game time. Well, just listen. If you don't calm the fuck down, we're not going to do it.
I was waiting to see what Junko was going to say.
Tomorrow, man. Like we're an hour over.
That's what I was waiting for.
Okay. Well,
is it Wednesday?
Do you want to? Yes, it's Wednesday. Do you want to do an abbreviated one? Then we can do that if you want to.
No, do the fucking game.
Do the fucking game. And what are we doing? You're gonna love this, Drunko. We're doing
Bega.
No, is it Jell-O? We're doing it again.
Yes.
I have a whole new set of 1970s recipes where your job, in case chat you don't know, is to determine by the name alone of the recipe whether or not the culinary item in question is in fact Jell-O. Bring it up.
I like this one.
There's display capture. So the first one, 1 point for each correct guess, no points for an incorrect guess, is fish tacos. Isn't that
genuine
Jell-O?
Food?
Yeah, it is, and I'm going to say yes, it is Jell-O.
I would say that he brought up fish tacos, trying to go like, oh, Drunko doesn't know what fish tacos are. No, I'm saying no, it's not.
No, it is not Jell-O. And there are the fish tacos, and yes, in the actual recipe card, they put tacos in quotations.
That's fish on toast.
It is fish on toast, actually, with a collection of tomatoes and pimentos. That's what the red stuff is on top. This is shredded cabbage, a piece of toast with fish underneath. And that is fish tacos.
What's the sauce?
What's that?
Is that sauce?
What? Sauce?
The red shit.
Oh, the red shit. I already said it's a mixture of pimentos and tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
Sauce.
Matt, Pimento is a character from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, as far as I'm concerned.
So there you go. So, wait a minute. Not Jell, so 1 point each. Okay.
No, Sinatra said it is.
Oh, he said it is. Okay. So
no, I said it's not. Don't listen to him. He's trying to knock me down.
He said it is.
I straight up forget. Like, someone's got to be honest here.
I am.
Pull the chat. What's the score, John?
Pull the tape. He said it is because he knows that fish tacos are a real thing. I knew that you were trying to trip me up because you didn't think I knew that fish tacos were a real thing. He said it is Jell-O. I said it. No, hang on. He said it isn't. He said it is Jell-O.
See, he said it too. He said, I said it's not Jell-O.
Pull the goddamn tape.
We will go back.
Do it.
Thank you, Evolved Potato, for continuing to post Streamlabs. And we are running short on the show, so if you want to donate to any one of the three of us now, would be a great fucking time. Snoot said not Jell-O. Divine Petulance.
Don't listen to him. He was around when Wyatt Earp was alive.
And Drunko's trying to get fucking point taken off of me, so take a point off of him.
No,
for
not
lying.
no. I'm not because I'm not lying. I'm not trying to get a point taken off of you. I'm trying to get justice and not have you get a point. Sirius Crowder says Drunkle 1, Sinatra says 0. Advocatus says Sin said Jell-O. Mark Smart says Sin said it is Jell-O. Ostsan says
Goose
1
said Sin
0
said no.
Drunkle. But no, I didn't know. You did say Jell-O. Pull the tape.
I can't go back live. I'm not going to do that. Somebody
He said it was Jell-O.
Isn't there a single trustworthy person in chat? Like one?
I'm trusting. He said it was Jell-O.
The one man has a wrench and the others don't. That should be enough.
He is old. He was alive when Wyatt Earp was alive.
No, he was alive when John Wayne was alive. Pay attention.
Wyatt Earp, John Wayne.
All right.
He said Jell-O.
0-0 is the score. It's a wash.
Oh my God!
We're going to consider it an indeterminate because we can't. Fucking hell.
No, actually, I'm not even blaming Sinatra. I'm blaming you
Well,
for
you know
not
what?
paying
Evolve
fucking
Potato,
attention
who
during your own game here.
Evolve Potato, who I genuinely trust, even though he busts my balls all the time, says, I listened back and Sin said, yes, it is Jell-O. So, no point.
So that overrules Divine Petulance?
I don't know. I've known Evolve Potato longer than Divine Petulance. I love Divine Petulance's name, but Evolve Potato's good people. So I'm kind of,
Yeah, fine. I'll remember that Friday.
Wallace scores?
You remember slights that never happened. I mean, what kind of threat is that?
He's very irate bear-esque. Wallace scores?
No, I did say it was Jell-O.
Son of a bitch this whole time for that? Fucking
So you
I just
admit
wanna-
to trying to cheat? He was trying to cheat, Polly.
Take a point away from Drunkle.
He was trying to cheat.
1-0 for Drunkle. Okay, Garden Patch. Is it
Jell-O.
Jell-O?
That's Jell-O.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Jell-O.
It is Jell-O. That is the Garden Patch.
Sinatra said it's not.
It's 2-1 for Drunkle. That is a mixture of beef stock Jell-O, corn, and peas.
Gamer Levine throws $5. Streamlabs.com/drunken uncle saying, hey, I'm messaging you with some questions, good sir. I'm seeking to assist you, sir. Thank you very much, Gamer Levine, for the 5, and I'll check them out. Thank you for the messages, and the $5, and the Jell-O.
All right, 2-1 for Drunkle. Moving along. Pineapple.
2-1? No, he should lose. He admitted to trying to cheat.
So it should be a -1 automatically?
Yes. You got caught.
I didn't get caught. I
You got
admitted.
caught. Oh, so that makes it better.
Yeah, it means I didn't get caught.
Yeah, it means
You did get caught. I
he
caught you, and then you just gave up.
Confession is good for the soul and the scoreboard, okay? It's 2-1. Fuck. Pineapple chicken curry. Is it Jell-O?
It is game.
I'm going to say no.
It is not Jell-O.
It is not Jell-O. You're both saying it's not Jell-O.
Yeah, he's copying my answers.
Well, that's what I'm...
No.
I don't know. Do you
I-
do you put Jell-O curry beyond the 1970s? Be careful.
Yeah.
No.
I think
the
there's
thing
some
that
sort
makes
of
his
reaction
recipe
that will
weird-
make it Jell-O.
I think there's something that makes his recipe weird is putting pineapple in chicken curry.
Okay. So therefore...
You don't, I mean, adding
Jell-O
Jell-O
doesn't-
just makes it too weird.
Too weird for the 70s? You think that over, sir. Okay. Pineapple curry chicken is both not Jell-O for both of them, and you're right, it's not Jell-O. And there it is.
See? Weird.
It's very weird.
Very weird.
Look at that. Like, not only did you put chunks of
I said that
pineapple
don't
in it,
even
you
see-
served it in a fucking pineapple. I mean...
It's not even a full
Drunkle, I'm so
portion.
sorry you had to see this.
This is horrible, man.
Your hollowed out skull full of pineapple and curry sauce. I'm
It's
not...
actually a cross section.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what? When
This is
I...
what I look like.
When I first saw this, before I looked at the recipe, I was not certain whether it was Jell-O or not, because that could have been a solid gelatin curry, right? I had to look. I couldn't tell.
I had to go and make it
Yeah.
to find out.
No, fuck no.
Well, it
I'm
was
just looking. I'm not
delicious.
making these things. So 3-2 is the score now.
This is when they saw through the pineapple. It is sawing.
Blue.
They go through the fucking leaves and everything. It was weird.
Well, that's what a bandsaw's for. Bzzz, and it's done. Look, blueberry
For
cream.
pineapples, of course.
Blueberry cream cheese salad. Is it Jell-O?
That's Jell-O.
Cheese salad. Yeah.
You both-
Oh, now who's copying?
Mm. Okay. Both you
Take your
saying
vape.
it is
Take your
Jell-O,
vape.
and it is Jell-O. There it is.
Ugh.
Is it Jell-O?
Yes,
That
it,
looks like a monkey's constipated asshole.
It's
What?
a little nut stuck inside of it too.
Lick it. Lick it.
what this is, I looked
For an
at the
hour.
recipe. This is fucking fantastic.
Ow!
This is a angel food cake ring with blackberry or blueberry Jell-O sealed up inside of it, right? And then molded, set on top of a bed of cream cheese on top of salad with a salad in the center and some walnuts.
Oh my god. Walnuts, that's disgusting.
Yeah, the walnuts is the problem, right?
Hmm.
All right, so there we are. Both got it right. So we are at what? 4-3? Yeah,
4-2.
4-3. Scotch woodcock.
It's 4-2 because he cheated.
There's
God.
no cock like woodcock.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to say no as well. It's actually, instead of Jell-O, it's sausage meat that has been breaded.
Breaded sausage meat, you think?
Hmm.
Okay, so both of you saying no. And you're right, it is
I'm gonna guess
not
there's
Jell-O.
no actual.
And it actually contains no woodcock whatsoever. Those are strips of anchovy. On
All
top.
right, anchovies, sausage, same thing. Bonus point to me.
The anchovy and sausage are not the same thing. No one should be making sausages out of little salty fish.
They are. Anchovies are just the sausages of the sea.
So you guys are at 5-4, doing very well today, man. You just got destroyed last time, getting better. So it's on top of bread and an egg mixture. So you got like a little scrambled egg layer. And then on top of that,
Oh, God.
a layered lattice of strips of anchovy.
This is anchovy quiche.
Yeah, and for some reason, they
Yeah.
decided to describe it as Scotch woodcock. I don't know why. Like, woodcock's
Yeah.
an actual bird. You can buy
I
canned.
see.
You can buy canned woodcock. I don't get it. Why they?
Canned?
Yes.
Is it like the whole bird just in a can?
Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
Christ. What, beak and everything?
No, I'm imagining they strip it right down, pluck it and everything, and then cook it, put it in a sauce, and then can it. You can buy a whole chicken in a
Pluck
can.
beak, but okay.
Well, do you feel robbed
think
if
I
the
will.
chicken don't come with a beak?
I do.
It's all right. Move along. Is Sinatra back with us?
I never left.
Oh, I heard you talking to other people. I thought you
mentally.
just got up and walked away. So we're at 5-4. Pineapple mint freeze. This is a Jell-O.
That's Jell-O.
Think about this because I'm 1 point behind.
Yeah.
Behind.
2 points because you tried to cheat.
Now one. Game Master.
Mark's
said so.
Minor chat says, I hunt my own woodcock, but initially I read it as I hurt my own woodcock.
What
and
did
I
your uncle
winced
say?
on your behalf.
He said that it is Jell-O. With
I'm
a,
gonna say no.
with a great.
Oh, now you're paying attention. Okay.
All right. You're gonna say no. It is Jell-O.
Yes!
That doesn't look like Jell-O.
It is. That is a gelatin mixture.
It's a loaf of Jell-O.
Yep.
Jell-loaf.
Yeah, Jell-O. Oh God! So that puts us at 6-4. Oh, he's pulled ahead. And final one here. Here we go.
I was always ahead.
Peanut butter soup. Actually, we got two more. Peanut butter soup. Is it Jell-O? Did I put this one in here just to screw with your heads?
Yeah, right.
Is it?
It's not Jell-O.
It's not Jell-O. Is it exactly what it sounds like, or is this just a horrible name like the woodcock? thing?
Yeah,
It's
no,
got
not
connection?
Jell-O.
Not Jell-O, both of you, huh? And you're both right. It is not Jell-O, but it is in fact simply peanut butter soup. My God, what the hell is wrong with
yeah.
the 70s?
You
I love
tried
soup,
to pull the
but
rug
no.
from under our feet, but the rug is firmly still there, sir.
So the score is now 7-5. All right.
Does
here-
the spoon come with the recipe?
No, it doesn't. Nor do those.
Can we admire the crockery here as
I
well?
was-
Like, that is the ugliest soup bowl
I was about
ever.
to say, like, you got to admire the extreme 70ness of that dish. I mean, wow.
Oh my God, like, we got dishes that match the walls.
I love how they got the recipe does call for crumbled peanuts on the side to dash onto your soup.
To remind you that
add
it's
some
supposed to be
crunch.
made out of peanuts.
Yeah. And our final one, pressed brisket. Is it Jell-O?
No.
No.
Yes, it is.
No and yes. Okay. Final answers, yeah? And may God have mercy on our souls. It is Jell-O.
Yes!
Oh my God.
Oh my God, was that a perfect round?
Let your eyes rest upon that horror.
I love how it came out like an alien embryo from the Ridley Scott movies.
Yeah,
there.
in the cross section it does. You're right. So the final.
Did I get every single one of them?
No, you screwed up along the way.
What?
Because your score, your score is 8-5, and there were 9 of them, which means that you missed one.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
But I get Sinatra's point because he tried to cheat.
Did you really want to do that? Yeah. Of all potato,
want
thank you for the
perfect
$1. Can Sinatra get 4 extra points for not being a dirty limey? Oh shit! Probably should have read that inside my mind. I don't think 4 extra points for not being a dirty limey is.
How about 3?
Yeah, 3's a little closer. Maybe just 2 for politeness sake, and that would at least tie it up. I don't know.
Do you have a tiebreaker?
No, we're back to fish
No,
tacos.
no, I won.
Yeah, we're back to fish tacos. Does everyone
Well, 4
appreciate
points means
the Jell-O-like
win.
font that I went through the trouble to find? Does everyone appreciate that? I hope so.
I do.
Okay.
I do. Yeah. So, it was confusing actually because when it says press brisket, I was like, okay, but the font is in a Jell-O font, so technically they were all Jell-O.
Yeah, this is by far the worst one of all today. I mean, look at that fucking thing.
Bless you.
Blunty Blonde says,
Thank
I
you.
just threw up in my mouth a little. I don't blame you.
I mean, as you go like further to the left as well, like the brisket is escaping the Jell-O.
Yeah.
It's gonna come out of Jell-O and it's gonna get you.
I mean, I think what they've clearly done here, because I can't imagine another way to do it, is that they roasted the brisket, what have you, ovened it the entire time, whether it was a broil
Ovened it, yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know what they did. They might have broiled it. They might have just baked it. But they cooked it first and then encased it, submerged it, if you will, in a liquid gelatin and then allowed it to gel. See, this is my problem with head cheese.
I don't think it's
bits of meat
the liquid
inside
gelatin
of
here.
Bits
I want to say that is the actual fat from the brisket that
You-
is,
you think so?
they've managed to put it in and solidify it. Yeah.
Oh God.
Because you don't want to be mixing the savory with the sweet. That's just disgusting. But if it was the fat from the brisket just in there, like that's good eating. Keep you warm. Put some hairs on your chest.
So you're
these
you're
dry
okay
times
with
in
head
the
cheese,
70s.
then, is what you're saying.
I don't like cheese.
Oh. Ugh.
Yeah, I can't do head cheese. Like, bits of meat floating in savory, salty animal gelatin. I mean, it looks awful, tastes awful. Its texture is really fucking weird. No. It's like it's like
Glad I kept the
tapioca pudding.
receipt then.
It's like tapioca pudding. Its texture is just too weird to deal with.
Yeah. I don't even like the word tapioca.
Yeah.
It's like someone's like a dyslexic is trying to spell tropical. Don't like it.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the complete show. Let's do some quick questions. Well, Sinatra and Drunkle pitch their shillings.
What do you mean, Sinatra?
Shillings?
And Drunkle? You know, only one of us has something to shill.
Well, no.
And you're right. Head over to twitch.tv/drunkleplays. For tomorrow is the Twittering hours where I'm playing The Witcher 1. And it is fucking awful. You're going to love it.
And what time are you doing that?
That'd be 9 p.m. GMT, 4 p.m. EST, 3 p.m. Central.
And if Drunkle doesn't send out my package, I will be doing a stream on Twitch at that same time.
You carry on. You carry on. You ain't got shit on me on Twitch. You're a YouTube guy.
I'll do it on both.
Do it on both. Do it. Let's see what happens on Tuesday.
What are you gonna do?
Whatever I goddamn please.
But no, I have a new video out on the second channel right now. Go check it out.
Just
Nice.
went up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
What about you, Polly?
Excuse me. Well, I've got this brand new AAA stream that's going up right now.
Yeah?
See,
Has it
that's-
got a
th-
titular
th- that's-
articles, the tagline, or?
No, the tagline is shit. What'd I call it? Oh, we're supposed to be wearing pants. Is the title?
Ah, yes.
Somebody told me
Incredible
that I
Effect
was,
says,
but-
great show, all drunkle. What did you make of the budget? I am at $14. Oh, no, my mistake, $23. So, still $27 away from that fabled horsecock. Can we get it in the final throes of the show?
Oh, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? The last few seconds, just
Right.
You know, it'd be like that 3-pointer from
Right.
the other side of the court
Let the equine play us out.
as we wait around
be
and
awesome.
fill time to see if somebody's.
Yeah,
feeling
how long-
particularly
To
Are
generous.
we
see if
planning
it's
on
gonna
waiting?
happen.
Well, remember,
Go says, is Drunken Uncle playing XCOM or going straight to bed? I think the rollover's been called, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think G wanted to do something tonight. So yeah, I don't know if you wanted to do anything, but I think Ghastly might, maybe.
Okay. And W.R. Costin came by to remind us that otters are evil. Much appreciated. It's haven't heard that before. Now, what do
There you
I
go.
what do I have coming up? Well, I'll be on. Where are we doing AAA next, Sinatra?
Well, that's going to be my channel.
Oh yeah, what time's that
Friday,
happening at?
5:30 Eastern.
Oh, so you mean 10:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. ST, 4:30 Central, Sinatra says.
Now, fuck the rest of the time zones, except maybe GMT if my package gets sent out.
No,
Oh
no,
my
no. We can't forget 5:30 a.m. on Christmas Island. The people in Flying Fish Cove count. God damn it!
I don't
Do
know.
they?
Do they have packages to send me? Because they might
Never
not.
described them as people.
In any case, no.
Do I have a package to send you? I don't know. You streaming tomorrow night?
Hmm.
I guess we'll see.
Oh, I guess we will.
Wait, hold on. What
What?
time do post offices
5 o'clock.
close in England?
5 o'clock.
And one more
5
time,
p.m.
just for the hell of it, let's get a look at that.
So,
brisket,
so you,
Yeah.
yeah, you didn't believe me. Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
brisket.
Yeah. All right.
So you should have plenty of time before your stream starts to inform me
Mm.
that it has been sent.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. No, I have got plenty of time to lie.
With a tracking number.
Yeah, I'll just make it up. There's only 10 of them, you know?
Yeah, all I have to do is just pop it into Google.
Yeah.
There's only 10 tracking numbers.
Of all potato ass,
Yeah,
so is
In
coming.
the UK, yeah.
is coming.
Only 10 packages ever sent from the
At a
UK.
time, yeah. Like, we've only got one postman since the war.
Okay,
Holy
I get
cow,
it. You really want
It's
the
one-
fucking package. Okay, hold on.
It's
Of all
1 through
potato-
0. Whatever one you get, you'll know.
Of all potato ass is comic book curation happening. Still trying to organize behind the scenes. Schedules are crazy right now for everybody. I absolutely wanted to go ahead. Yeah, I actually have a whole bunch of stuff I've been reading. I haven't stopped reading comics, so I got all kinds of shit to pitch and thoughts on all the new shows that came out and all the fucking happenings and then around comic books to talk about. There's lots to do because we haven't done one in like
I have
fuck, it's
stuff
been
to
like a
pitch.
month. Yeah, and we can drag Sinatra on and have him sit there quiet for
Drunkle
most of the
loves
time.
comic books.
Do you actually?
Well, certain comic book. Yeah, no, I've
Is
been
that true?
reading The Boys. I spoke to you about that, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
I
the
wasn't
boys. But I
kidding.
didn't- cool. Yeah, you should fucking come on too sometime. That'd be great. So there we go.
He's
Um,
going to pitch the boys.
We've got all of the reasons.
Or
to,
crossed.
I'm more of a catcher than a pitcher.
Oh, boy.
Inkoler says
Oh,
that my chats
boys.
aren't showing up. Well, that can't be true. I just read it. Oh, of course that other one did. Yeah.
Read 3 of them.
You know what? A whole bunch of people have been saying all chat that or all stream that their posts haven't been showing up. I believe it. I think YouTube's making some changes because it was happening in a stream I was watching last night where people were like, "What's going on? Nothing's showing up." I think YouTube's doing a little behind the scenes algorithm tweaking, and it's resulting in fuckery.
Oh, yeah, without doubt, yeah. They've
Lovely
had
Blondie
another
said Sin
great,
really wants Drunkle's package. Well, I paid for it, so yeah.
It's around the back.
If it was that easy, why don't you just hand it over?
because like I ain't got any hands.
All right, turn around.
There you go. Take all you can get.
Ooh.
All right, so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming.
All right, do you happen to be constipated? I just learned of a neat new trick that'll help get that to stop.
Hey, there's a peanut in there somewhere, buddy. Yeah. It's the prize.
Oh,
Yeah, YouTube
God.
is fucking us all. Yeah, let's not be surprised when one channel after another gets yeeted. I mean, Drunkle's already dealt with that personally. Sinatra's dealt with the fucking endless demonetizations, and it's gonna
Video
happen.
takedowns. Don't
Yeah.
forget that.
No.
Every
Yeah.
single upload of mine for the past 3 weeks has been taken down.
No, it's I
I mean,
hate
it does
thinking
seem
it
that YouTube
along
are-
the lines of an inevitability. You know, it's just like, well, it's gonna happen. What the fuck kind of way to fucking think is that? And it's like, well, what is it you're doing that's so bad? Well, you'll never find out even once it happens.
Yep.
It does seem YouTube are on another one of their routine fuck around things, because I've seen on Twitter that a lot of people have been unsubscribed from my channel. They had to go and resubscribe. So everyone who's here, and indeed everyone who's watching later on, I'm speaking to you from the past. Then make sure that you are still subscribed to Polly, myself, and of course Sinatra Says, to get those regular sweet updates.
Yeah, and I've lost 2 comic book curations taken down, videos, and 2 noir bars. I don't know why. It said for violation of community guidelines, and that was the extent of the detail. And then there's
I've been on 2 noir bars.
awesome,
Ooh.
and those weren't the ones that were taken down, but they very well might be, considering some of the things you say in the future. I mean,
Give it time.
yeah, but I've lost at least 10 thumbnails off of comic book curation because sexy comic book girls, right? And it's like they're all fully clothed. None of them are like sexually explicit. Like there's like some, you know, hentai girl sucking on a dildo or whatever the fuck. Nothing like that. They're just comic book superhero girls. But they've got a fucking butt detector. They got a boob detector. And yeah, anything that shows a butt or a boob, gone.
So do I.
Except you can find full frontal nudity and sex and etc.
Anal?
all over fucking YouTube. All over fucking YouTube. You can find fully naked female yoga that is totally about the instruction for yoga. It's not about the super hot athletic girl stretching naked in front of you.
Dude, I posted that screenshot of the thumbnail you sent me, Drunkle,
Yeah.
of the girl taking it in the ass. I posted that to Team YouTube, and somebody naturally was like, "Can I have the link to that?"
Well, I sent you the link, so please do them the service.
No, I just
Every time I
ignored
send you a message on fucking Discord, that's the first thing that pops up. I need to talk to you more on there so it disappears.
it. Yeah. It said the channel is no longer available. Aw.
Ah, boo. No more anal for anyone.
Well, there it is. Right-wing BDSM guy says, I somehow got on sub from Adonis Paul Live. I can believe it. I got on sub from one of his previous channels, but then he wasn't streaming anymore on that channel. It's like, yeah, especially fuck with the literal N-bombs he's got and everything. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love AP. It's I think one of his channels is going to be going. And Sinatra, you got a target on your back already. It's fucking awful. But
Yeah, I don't know what fucking ex-dick recipient is working for YouTube, but they need to calm the fuck down.
Oh my god.
because that will result in the betterment of society, right? Russia power to the belly. It's all they care about. In any case, thank you for joining us. Thank you, both Drunkle and Sinatra, for being here. And thank you, of course, to everyone who donated. Your generosity is greatly appreciated. So, until next time, we'll see you over on Sinatra's channel, Friday, 5:30 a.m. on Christmas Island. Until then, laters!
See ya!